stream shit is just they
What's
can
happening,
stat pack their
family?
own numbers.
This is another God damn it, Brandon.
Sorry.
What's happening, family? This is another episode of Open Field Podcast. Give me 2 seconds while I get myself stationed. We got the guys with us. Everybody's damn near here today. We got Riddell. We got my white Mike. We got Hefe. We got Dev. We got my man B in the building. And of course, we got Mo. Hey, man, today's episode is going to be amazing. Give me a couple seconds. We're going to get straight to it. Hey, guys, how y'all feeling?
Good. Chilling.
Feel good.
Yeah,
I want to start the topic off with this. I sent it to the group chat. Apparently, Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson had a little back and forth today. Apparently, they weren't on the same page. And although Aaron Rodgers trying to de-escalate the situation with a couple of laughs, Garrett Wilson really wasn't having none of that shit. So, you guys think this could be a problem moving on into the season?
No.
Yes.
I think we're just overreacting per usual. Like, teammates disagree. I think we're just trying to create this narrative because we said Aaron Rodgers is a bad teammate. This, that, so, like, I just think it's being overblown, like, the whole preseason thing. The Rams didn't play any players in the preseason at all, and they're fine. Older players don't play any in the preseason.
But we're not. But Deb. Let's speak. Let's just speak on Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. Now you're saying it's overblown, but it happened today. So why are you saying it's overblown?
I mean, it happened today, and it'll be fine tomorrow later on. Like, you're gonna have disagreements. Like, there's been times and like, there's smaller occurrences where everybody here disagrees with each other. It's like I don't understand why people can't see a disagreement and I assume, it's gonna have it last the whole season. It's not, especially in games and in his touches.
Deb, quick question: do you think that argument occurs for the quarterback who's actually been around? Or might not be some build up of nigga, you ain't been around, so I got a little bit more heat for you because nigga, it's almost like a parent telling like a dad who wasn't in a kid life, but then showing up and it's like a little bit more static for Pop who went blind.
No, dude, that's totally overblown, man.
It's really overblown.
I'm gonna just say this. When Tom Brady came to Tampa, he pushed the issue to get out there with the guy so hard he did it illegally.
Wait, that's a bit of something. That's
but it's still when you get into them championship games or them tight games that they claim they want to be a part of and they claim they want to win, that really makes a difference. When we know, like, of course, Aaron Rodgers has thrown to a lot of guys, but he hasn't thrown to this guy. And it's going to make a fucking difference when you get in there with a defense who's humming. When you get in there with a defense who's humming, defense line bringing pressure, cornerbacks playing well as well. It's going to make a difference with them reps. Them reps on air make a difference. Just getting that time and that chemistry there. That chemistry. It's like when you take a female out, you have to know her. I have to know you so when shit get icky, I can trust you're going to be you and not everybody else.
Okay, wait. But I will agree with Dev here. At the end of the day, could this cause a major issue? I guess it could cause a major issue. There's a lot of things that could cause a major issue. Am I necessarily worried about it at the moment? No. I need to see games and see if there's a real disconnect. I'm not just going to sit here and make a presumption off of one instance and argument. And I understand the context behind it, how Aaron hasn't been there, blah, blah, blah. Yes, that all makes a lot of sense. I'm not disputing that. But do
you think he does that if Aaron Rodgers has been around the whole time?
Wait, but there's circumstances where you can
absolutely not. It's just accountability.
Wait, you can get in an argument with the teammate, and it can be for good reason, and it can be for good purposes. So we don't know if that happened or not. And one thing I want to say is Tom Brady, he did go in there. He did obviously push the agenda. He was definitely there for the training camp and like behind the scenes a lot. But at the end of the day, he still struggled his first, 7 games, and they had to figure out the playbook and stuff like that. So at the end of the day,
and won a Super Bowl, Mike.
No. Hefe, I'm not saying that he had a bad season or anything, but you're making it seem like he came in, training camp hit, they figured everything out because Tom Brady was coming after practice and staying after practice, and then they just won. Like, no, let's realize the context and talk about the fact that the first 8 games of the season, he didn't necessarily play up to his ability, and once he got time to adjust, it was great. So if it starts off a little bit rocky, let's give them time to adjust too. Because
right, like only playing 4
Let me
plays last year.
but 1 second, Hefe. Let me say this. Here's my
Like
thing.
only playing 4 plays last year though, bro. Like he only played 4 plays,
right.
bro.
I know.
Like,
Wait, hold on.
Let
me get something off.
Go ahead, Riddell.
I know it's the off season. I get it. Well, there's nothing to talk about because Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson arguing for like a 10-second clip doesn't mean anything. I'm gonna be honest. It means absolutely nothing. It's like if me and Early behind the scenes start yelling at each other for whatever reason. Like, who cares? Right? I think who cares? It's not gonna change anything. It's not an indicator of chemistry. Like, it doesn't mean a single thing. What does mean?
Wow, I ain't gonna say it doesn't mean nothing. I don't say that.
Bro,
you haven't yelled at your friend. I felt the way about you not being in practice. When you just got here, bro, you just got here. That means before you even got here, I was already irritated by your actions, bro. As soon as you get here, I'm already in your. Come on, bro. Come on. Like, come on, guys.
That's normal.
No.
Okay.
I
mean, that's gonna be normal whether he was there the whole season or not. They all pros, bro.
But the biggest thing is the division. We've seen in the past, division is what creates the problem. Russell Wilson, they felt like after a while he was starting to be divided from the team, so it fell apart. Like, again, I get what Mike is saying. From the moment Tom Brady stepped on the Tampa Bay football field, he let them know, I'm in the trenches with y'all. I'm here for y'all. I want to win. Like, he changed the mentality. They all speak highly of him. When you are a guy like Aaron Rodgers, who not only, and this thing about this, if I don't actually meet you and really get to spend time with you to know who you really are, I'm also gonna probably fall in with the media saying too. I'm gonna fall into you doing these off the wall, these fucking off wall trips. You going to these different places instead of being here. I'm gonna probably go with that because I don't see you enough in person to really get your brain. So I might look at you a certain way. So now, if I feel like you bullshit, or if I feel like you missing a read, or you missing me when I'm wide open on a certain play, I'm like, this the type of shit I'm talking about. If you was here before, we wouldn't have this problem. And again,
I don't think they're there yet.
That's your star receiver. He tried to calm it down by laughing it off, but Garrett Wilson was not having none of that shit.
It's accountability.
And he's a second year. Was he second or third year? Garrett Wilson like 22.
Aaron Rodgers has been with the team before. He's been in multiple.
His third year.
You talking to him, but you 23 talking to a 40-year-old, probably.
At the end of the day, that age shit don't matter when we all pros and I'm a superstar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're a grown man taking accountability at the end of the day.
When you play with great players, like all of them All-Americans, when people like, oh, I wish I could play with these players. No, you don't. Because when you start fucking up, they going to chew into you. Like, so regardless whether you're 22, 12, when them boys is great like that, bro, you got to meet my greatness, bro. Like what I put on display. So it's like, come on with it. It ain't no, it's not
hey, bro, I feel that 100%.
Not here.
If you're not coming to practice, are you meeting my greatness? If you're not showing up and you're not sweating with us, you're not bleeding with us, are you sharing that greatness?
At the end of the day, it'll be different. It'll be different if it was like Zach Wilson or somebody. We know Aaron Rodgers' body. No Diddy. Like, we know his resume, bro. So that goes around the whole league.
Bama, he got a funny resume, Bama.
No. I ain't talking about all the politics earlier. I'm just talking about for amongst his peers. Let's just keep it real, bro. Aaron Rodgers is respected, bro. That solely was just you missing me on a route, bro. Like, ain't nobody judging Aaron Rodgers' work ethic, 4-time MVP, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Amongst his peers, bro, he's respected, bro, just from a talent standpoint. That is solely, bro. Hit me when I'm open, pussy. Literally, that's all that is, bro. Like, I don't care if you Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. You miss me on a route, you miss me on a route.
Also, let me add something.
Wait. Just one thing. All I'm trying to say here is this narrative that Aaron Rodgers doesn't have good work ethic, that Aaron Rodgers isn't somewhat of a leader to the point that leads to winning games, is a crazy notion that's been spiraled since he got injured last year, the year before, or whatever. Like, Aaron Rodgers is a top 3, top 5 quarterback of all time. In order to become that, you have to be a leader. You have to be able to cultivate the guys around you. There's been multiple.
But it's recent though, Mike.
Mike. His whole career is kind of shaky as far as leadership.
He likes to play football nowadays.
It's shaky as far as leadership. You heard the stories.
Wait. I understand that. But how many times have we seen Aaron Rodgers start out a season shaky, under 500, and come in and lead his team to the playoffs and move up 2 seeds?
Mike, he's only gone to 1 Super Bowl, Mike. Just one. You don't think he would have more if he didn't sit there and scoff at the play calling, sit there and not be at mandatory minicamp, sit there and cuss out his receivers when they run a wrong route or something like that, and they're young and they're rookies. Jordan Love took the same exact team that Aaron Rodgers had to the playoffs. You could have done that if you'd have just had some patience with your guys. If you would have sat there and built some chemistry with those guys. If you'd have sat there and not sat there and cussed them out, been arrogant like you usually are, get cussing out the play caller when he's calling the wrong play. You switching audibles and all that. You sitting there calling the plays you want to call instead of the offensive coordinator, which is his job.
And this has been recently too, Brandon. And they like you've been doing this.
And you're going to a new team and doing the same thing. You're going to a new team and you're missing mandatory minicamp and you're not building chemistry with those players.
Okay.
So they're going to call you out. You're on a new team.
Aaron Rodgers isn't a leader, and yeah, that's it. Basically, he's a top.
I'm not saying he's not a leader, but I'm saying that he needs to do more. He needs to put in more work. He needs to show that he's going to be there for those guys. He doesn't need to sit there and sit on his high horse and sit on his pedestal. He doesn't need to act like that. I'm grown men.
I don't disagree with what you're saying. Now, with everything into perspective, like a simple analogy is imagine, like, this is how easy it is to get in an argument with one of your boys. Imagine you're playing 2K and we're all playing 2K on the park. No, actually on the rec. No, actually Pro-Am. 5v5. So we all have our player and then our center is just not rebounding. You're going to chew his ass out.
Exactly.
It don't matter. You're going to chew his ass out. But nobody's going to like, man, they have similar chemistry issues. They'll never be able to work together. Like, it's not a big deal. It's honestly not a big deal at all.
You do give a nigga more leeway with Dale when he's been there. You'll give a nigga more leeway when you know him, when you got chemistry with him. I ain't got no patience for a nigga who ain't been here.
It looks unprofessional when you're not there with your guys, when you're not sitting there, and when you're being held accountable, you should take that. But Aaron Rodgers shouldn't be laughing it off and making like it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna sit there and overreact and act like, oh, this is gonna make them go 0-12 at some point. No, I'm not saying that. But you need that chemistry with those guys, and you need to show that you're there. Garrett Wilson knows he hasn't been there, so he's calling him out. It's not a huge deal, but it could become a problem down the line. That's all I'm saying. He needs to stop with this. He needs to stop being arrogant. He needs to stop with this little high horse that he's sitting on. You're on a new team. You're a 40-year-old quarterback. You just got injured last year. You need to be there. I don't care for what it is. You need to put in that extra work. Period.
So I'm with you because I've been very critical of Aaron Rodgers as well. So I'm very with you. But we don't know what they were talking about.
Thank you.
So it's like at the end of the day, it could have just been like, hey, this is how my route is run. This is where I need it. It just
absolutely
about the play.
Absolutely.
That's why I think this conversation in itself doesn't mean nothing. But like Aaron Rodgers not being at minicamp and now he's not playing the preseason, that is shaky to me. That is
it's shaky, but at the end of the day, there's a resume behind who it is. Whether you don't like that or not, there is.
Resume, man.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Whatever.
That type of mentality is why niggas be losers. Because I'm gonna go on what you used to do. I'm gonna go on what you know me for. You can't walk nowhere to no new. And think about this, Mike. Resume for what? I don't know shit about you, nigga. I do not play for Green Bay Packers. My home is in New York City, my boy. I don't know nothing about none of that Green Bay shit. I don't know nothing about that McCarthy shit. That ain't got nothing to do with me, nigga. As of now, since you been on this team, we don't know nothing about you. You ain't showed us Aaron Rodgers since you've been on this team. And that's what I'm going off of. What have you done for me lately? I don't care about what resume you had over the years. Tom Brady had to show the Buccaneers, nigga, I'm still Tom Brady. It wasn't, I'm going to step on the field and I'm him. No, he showed it with work ethic. He showed it with his camaraderie, all that shit. That's how it starts. You cannot be a nigga coming from another situation, and because you built up some cachet in that situation, you come to a new situation, now you to the man. No. Build it up.
Dude, we'll see, dude.
Yeah, we will see. I'm not gonna sit there and overreact. We will see. I just want to see more work ethic out of him. That's all I'm saying.
Because Aaron Rodgers pretty work ethic. He's supported his teammates. All his teammates came out. He supported them. He's trying to get some of his teammates some money. And only that, other than Greg Jennings and Finley, all the other Packers receivers, them.
You didn't try to get Devontae Adams money.
Yeah, all the other Packers receivers and teammates love Aaron Rodgers. And yes, he's getting on the young guys. You know why? Because he wants to win. Like Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't have time to make mistakes. He's making mistakes. And like I don't have an issue with your quarterback young your receivers because I seen Tom Brady, receivers. We all got a Mahomes because we thought he needs to shoot his receivers more because like Rodell, like a while back ago because they're making mistakes. You had to get guys, and the leadership thing has never been an issue and like all that.
You don't cuss receivers out to the public though. Do that in the locker room where it's private. That's what I'm saying. That you don't have to do that. You don't have to sit there and do that on camera. Everybody can see that it's unprofessional.
Fuck no, you getting chewed out right now. Fuck the cameras.
Exactly.
Yeah, but as a grown man, as a young rookie, that ruins their confidence. There's going to be growing pains. That is what it is.
You can't sue me out if you ain't did shit. You ain't gonna sue me out if you ain't did shit. Hold on now.
Okay, so fucking Aaron Rodgers hasn't done shit.
Who the fuck are you?
Time out. Brandon, hold on. Brandon, guess what?
That's ridiculous, bro.
It worked because guess what? Christian Watkins ended up being gonna be better later in the season. All the other receivers got better later in the season. And saying Jordan Love took the same team to the playoffs. We're being a little disingenuous because they finished the same record, and the only reason the Packers got in the playoffs because other teams had to lose to make it in. Not like Jordan Love.
But they showed they deserve to be there after whooping the Dallas Cowboys at home. They showed they deserve to be there, and they did play a great game at San Francisco as well.
But hold on. I don't want to go off the rail because it's a whole different conversation. I think it's just, like I said, it's overblown. It's a 10-second conversation. Arguments happen. They
do, absolutely.
Because this one I'm going to be nasty. Does Garrett Wilson talk to Joe Milton like that?
Oh my God, I hate this nigga so much. Listen, fellas, for y'all don't know.
I see.
Yeah. Bama, AK, the biggest Joe Milton fan of all time. That's what Early was gonna say.
Like I think,
which is no diss. That's just reality and what it is.
AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts.
I mentioned Joe Milton first, by the way.
Yeah, but Bama just has the respect because you just ran with it so far.
Right? Right?
Yeah, like, dude, you got to run with it, dude.
Yeah,
you get the narrative. You got to push it.
I mean, recent reports have been saying that Joe Milton has been playing better than Drake May.
Hey, all I'm saying, listen here. All I'm saying, for the same reasons we like Justin Herbert and Josh Allen coming out of college, outside the age, it's the same reason I tell people you gotta like Joe Milton. Because to be fair, hold on, just real quick though, Dev. To be fair, uber athletic arm quarterbacks low-key suffer, or should I say college systems don't do them justice. Because to me, I felt like the Oregon system did not benefit the tools that Justin Herbert put on display in the NFL.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Also the same way
they called Justin Herbert a project and all that. I remember that shit.
Exactly. Same way with what's my boy up there in Indianapolis?
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson. They look I ain't gonna say trash, but they look a fraction of what they look like now in the NFL. Why? Because instead of throwing 12-yard comebacks in the NFL, you're throwing 18-yard comebacks. You're throwing 15-yard outs. So now if I got an athletic arm, just like how them dudes do, we see Joe Milton throwing it to actual office people, but they dropping the ball and stuff like that. We see this stuff. Like he's showing like I really got an arm. So it's like, why can't I give him the same grace I give these other guys? For the same reason we like these guys. Outside the age, I get he 24, 25, whatever his age is. I understand that. But just based off the physicals, I have to give him the same due diligence I give these other guys. Am I saying he's going to be a Justin Herbert? No. Am I saying he's going to be a Josh Allen? No. But what I'm saying is possibly if he gets put in the game based off of the routes and the concepts in the NFL, it caters to strong arm quarterbacks more so than like a Tua or somebody. So I'm like, I gotta fuck with Joe Milton. I know it's trolling, but I got to.
Wait, and also Bama. I have a hypothetical to ask Bama. So let's say Joe Milton plays better than Drake May in the preseason and in training camp. Are you going to start him this season?
No.
By him being 25 or 26, y'all think I'm trolling. Like by him being that age, I'm trying to start him as soon as possible.
But Bama,
if he shows a glimpse, if he shows a glimpse of promise, I gotta start him, Michael, and I gotta start him until he just be like, "Oh, okay, never mind. You who we thought he was."
Okay. But Bama, everything you say has variant. I agree with Jay's statement, but don't technically Drake May fall in the same question. Uber athletic, big arm quarterback, and he's just younger. That's why why he's made his mistakes because he's 21 versus like he's being 24. Because they're basically the same. I'm not saying the same quarterback, but they're both big arms, both very athletic. Joe Milton probably a little more athletic.
Yeah.
And so it's like kind of same thing, damn near. One just
if Milton was backing up like a vet, a 10-year vet that was older, yeah, of course they're gonna put him in. But they're not. They're gonna give the job to Drake May, point blank. Period. They drafted him in the first round.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna have Jacoby Brissett gonna be starter.
Yeah, I wish Joe Milton went on a team with like no quarterback, like a Steelers.
Yeah, like the Steelers, where he can actually compete.
Or Minneapolis. I wish he could have went to Minnesota.
Justin Fields gonna take that Steelers job.
Because look, with Joe Milton, the tape is what it is. But I'd be lying if I said that I'm not somewhat intrigued in him, because my philosophy, if I'm gonna draft a quarterback, like I'm gonna need an arm talent. I'm gonna need arm talent. I'm gonna need the ability to get out of the pocket in today's football. And if you look back, the last tier of elite quarterbacks have really been guys that have carried in college and have had to really be the ones to make their teams better now. Joe Milton, did he go do that last year? No. But there is something for progression, and he has the ability to get there at some point. So I think it's interesting, but the problem is you got a guy next to him in Drake May, who's also uber talented and uber athletic, that you draft in the first round. So it's just a very
and younger
thing. Yeah. Within the
younger and higher upside.
Within the next year, if reports are good, I could see them maybe trading him to somebody.
Hey,
but
damn.
Just him starting over Drake May, especially this season, is so. It's just
you wasted a first round pick. That's what that means.
Not really, because I could essentially start Joe Milton, right? Have him gain some sort of value, trade him off maybe for like a third or second round pick, and then I still get to start. Because you remember, y'all just said it. He's 21. So the thing is, with 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, you can afford to sit them a year or two.
Right.
But that's why you guys
What?
But why not let him compete?
I know it sounds crazy
with Drake May.
What is this strategy?
That's very
no. I'm talking.
That don't even sound too crazy. We just experienced the same thing with Jordan Love.
Exactly. I'm not saying not let Drake May compete. What I'm saying
Love did this because he was a youngin' behind A-Rod and took over.
Yeah,
it was already on the team. You're gonna let Joe Milton, who was drafted in the same year, start over him?
But look, it's different though, because even though they drafted the same year, one of them is 26 versus 21. So, for instance, yes, I'm going to let Drake May compete, but if he shows any glimpse of he might not be ready, or he might have to sit 5, 6, or 7 games, and Joe Milton, as a 26-year-old, look like he's ready to manage a game right now, I can afford to let Joe Milton gain some type of capital in the league, let him play, manage the game. Okay, by this time, week 7 or 8 or whatever the case may be, Drake May is ready, bro. And then nothing you lose nothing. You lose nothing, but somebody possibly want to trade you for Joe Milton based off a narrative.
As well as possibly gaining draft capital.
What are we talking?
Wait, hold on, guys.
This is the same time.
They have Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett gonna be a starting quarterback. That's what you get.
Nobody don't care about these old heads.
So let's get back on topic, fellas. So speaking of the New England Patriots, apparently
Someone got crazy background noise.
Yeah, somebody drive.
He said something about something New England Patriots.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what he was about to bring up.
Javon Baker going crazy right now.
Oh, Javon Baker's going crazy. Hey, good to hear.
The receiver core looks good, and Bama, your boy in Carolina, he looking better. He looking good. You need to hop him up. Your boy in Carolina, QB in Carolina.
Bro, can we get Can you fight early on Bryce, man?
You just need to put the big screen on every time Bryce does good or win. I'm gonna just look at early.
Bro, you got to every time the Panthers win, you have to come back here and harass early.
Yeah.
No, I swear to God, bro, if Bryce gets 3,700 yards, 25 touchdowns in under 12 picks, I'm gonna harass early for his fucking Bryce Young picks because he would deserve it at that point.
I will give y'all this though. Them little pictures they be showing him going to camp with that backpack. I was so mad when they caught him going into training camp with that backpack on, bro.
Or is a little oral dropped off a little bit.
bro, he did look like if you told me he was the quarterback for like Skyline or Duncanville or somebody like that, like I would believe you. If you would have said like, hey, bro, that's a DeSoto quarterback right there. I'm like, shit.
That's brutal. Just let a 5'10", 5'11" man do his thing. Why does it have to be so, oh, bro, you're average height, bro. You look like a shrimp. All right.
Because it do throw you off, though. It do throw you off when you see it. Like, it throws you. You wouldn't believe, like, if he came up to you and be like, hey, bro, I'm the quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. You'd be like,
no,
get the fuck out of my face.
Wait. How do we get on Bryce? Wait a minute. How do we get on Bryce?
I said that I'm going to harass you.
Oh, yeah. It's over with. It's over with. That boy looking good out there. Devin just bought him. He's looking good.
But off of Bryce, back on Matthew Judon. He didn't get his contract.
Oh, Judon.
The Pats have been giving out contracts. He ain't get one. He had a little back and forth with Gerard Mayo and went on social media and bashed the Patriots. Could this be something that basically ends his tenure in New England? Or can they salvage the situation?
I mean, that's a tough question.
Hey, if Matthew Judon wants to join the Falcons because they have no pass rush, that'd be great.
I mean, based
how
off
old is Judon?
Like 28, something like that, 29.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, he's basically at the back end of his prime right now, and he wants to go somewhere where probably is better. I mean, he understands he's kind of wasting it here this season. And, there's certain cases where, guys can get a little crazy, like Chandler Jones. So, I mean, I don't really know what's going to happen with this, but I guess
is Matthew Judon good enough is he good enough to like?
I think he's still
matter enough. What I'm saying,
dude.
He's one of their best defensive players, and he's like their, I would want to say best defensive lineman or best edge rusher.
Dude, let's say you're like 6 games in the season and you need an edge rusher.
He's a top 10
you're gonna look for
edge rusher in the league. Nigga,
you out your fucking mind, Bama.
Dude, wait. Regardless of that, regardless.
Top 10 is crazy, but he's
top 10 is insane.
Top 10 is so wild.
Matthew Judon is in the top
10. Get the fuck out of here.
He's really good. Not top 10, but
15 maybe.
Even top 20. But
he's 15. He's 15.
Bro, regardless, he's gonna be a valuable asset.
Are y'all serious? Have we been watching the same NFL?
Let's go through it, baby. I love this game.
Oh, let's do this. I love it.
Oh, we're gonna go order. And you pick somebody you know better than Matthew Judon. I'm gonna go first. Myles Garrett. Riddell.
In terms of impact?
Myles Garrett. Riddell.
Micah Parsons.
Michael?
That's a debate.
Max Crosby.
What? Stop. He said Matthew Judon is just as good as Michael Parsons.
Wait.
What? That's a debate?
Do you know that? Go ahead, Bama. Let Bama cook. Go Bama, tell us why.
Do y'all know the work Judon puts in the run? And y'all call him a pass rusher, but overall presence of defense, like he has similar to a Miles Garrett.
He ain't better than DeMarcus Lawrence. I don't even say that.
Whoa. Come back. Pause. You said Matthew Judon has a similar effect on the game defensively as
Michael Parsons.
As Myles Garrett?
Yeah, on the Patriots. Have y'all not watched the Patriots defense?
Okay. No, we're not doing that. We ain't doing that today. That's as Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett.
Bro, Myles Garrett is the best fucking.
Myles Garrett is the best defensive player probably in the league right now. Like, period.
Ain't nobody saying he's better than Myles Garrett, but he affects the game.
He's not on the same tier as Myles Garrett, not in the same stratosphere.
He affects the game the same way. For what they do on defense, they do the same exact thing. Judon is the focal point of stopping the run, and when it comes time to get a pass rush, he's relied upon the same way, like on both ends. Like a lot of these other guys, like T.J. Watt and them, like that's where y'all miss me at because they get the luxury of pass rushing the whole time. Like they don't have to stop the run; they get other guys to come in there to help stop the run. If Judon isn't
T.J. Watt can stop the run, that's for sure.
If Judon isn't in to stop the run, the pass defense is giving up hella rushing yards. Like we're not even finna do this right now. Like I watched the game, we're not finna do this.
Regardless of
effect on the game.
Wait, Bama. Regardless of the semantics, though, Matthew Judon for a team that needs edge rushers and defensive line pressure, 6 games in the season would 100% be a trade target unless he falls off a cliff. So regardless about where he is, the point still stands. I don't know why we have to play the semantics game of top 10 or not, when in reality, a top 15 to top 20 edge rusher can get you something.
I strongly believe that if Myles Garrett wasn't playing football, he'd be saving people out of burning buildings with no fucking suit on. Like, that nigga's a superhero.
Or he'd be committing major crimes. You never know. He'd be smash Mason Rudolph in the head.
He'd be wearing a gun.
Guys, let's not bring that up. Come on now. That's old. Don't do that.
It's not that bad.
If he wanted to be a
Don't do that.
guy, he could rule the world.
Yeah, I was making a joke. I like Myles Garrett, man.
Come on, man. Don't do Myles like that. He put that behind him.
Bro.
Come on now.
It's the heat of the moment.
He still did it, so tough.
It's out there, man. It's out there for people to see, bro.
But I don't believe Judon is a top 10 or top 15 guy. But I do believe that they need him on that Patriots team in order, because they already have
I give him 15. He's a solid player, but he ain't Myles Garrett.
Why do they need him early? Why do the Patriots need Matthew Judon when you're in their first year of your rebuild with your rookie quarterback? Doesn't matter.
Do you think? But so you think, man? Honestly, you think that he's more? You think he's better than Myles? You think it's a question between him and Michael Parsons?
No, why don't y'all listen, bro?
No, he said impact.
I think he's just saying that he's valuable to the team, which he is. That's a fair point. He's valuable as far as on the defensive side. He's valuable to the team. I get that part. That's 100% true.
They don't really
he's their best defensive player
beyond Matthew Judon. So.
As far as what they're asked to do, they're asked to do the same thing. Like him and Myles are asked to do the same thing on the defenses they play on. Regardless of who's better or not, they're asked to do the exact same shit. So I'm not finna say other DNs that doesn't have to defend the run and pass isn't better than Matt Judon.
Look, I think there's no doubt.
It's something you can argue. Like when you get the same people like Micah Parsons, yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's arguable because when it comes to stop the run, he looks pedestrian.
Look, I think there's no doubt that Matthew Judon is better.
He's played out of plays. He's played out of plays. But when Judon's stopping the run and getting a pass rush, you don't have that. You don't have to say that about Matt Judon.
That's what his brother said.
There's no doubt that Matthew Judon is a better run defender than Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons is leaves something to be desired on the run. So your point isn't fully voided. I understand that. But I still think Michael Parsons is better, but I can see where you're going with it because
look, the pass, okay, so outside of 2023, Michael Parsons got hurt. I mean, Matt Judon got hurt, only played 4 games, right? Outside of that, the last 2 games, 15.5 sacks, 12.5 sacks.
I see it.
Same shit with Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons had 14 sacks, 13.5. It's basically the same pass rush. So just to be like, it's just so much better. No, when it comes to pass rush, they neck and neck. And then you could clearly say, as far as defending the run, Judon is better. So how can you just sit up there and say definitively Michael Parsons is just way better than Matt Judon just based off what he's doing passing? Because if you look at the numbers of what they
watch this. When's the last time the Patriots had a bad defense?
When was the last time the Patriots had a bad defense?
Mm-hmm.
So are you gonna make the argument that like players can be good on the defense to like knock Matthew Judon? Is that why you just said that? Because that's
same argument we made about Luke Kuechly if he played for. What would Luke Kuechly be like if he played for that Legion of Boom instead of Bobby Wagner?
Wait, but that's not a good.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it
talking
real
about
with
one of
you.
the best defenses of all
Michael
time.
Parsons' stats are more consistent than Matthew Judon.
I mean,
Matthew Judon,
dude, I don't know. Micah
over the last 3 to 4 seasons, had just like emerged. Mike could be doing that. I mean, Mike could be doing that since he came into the league. So I get what Hefe's saying, but I do believe that in Michael Parsons, I feel like he does. He's you know what? He does have a name, but again, he is more consistent, and you can depend on him to do it. Judon giving you 15 sacks is like holy shit. But I believe part of the reason why he's waiting.
I don't think that'd be a holy shit. I don't think it's I think if Judon got 15 sacks next year, I don't know if I'd be super surprised. I'd be surprised, but it'd also be like, this could make sense. Like Judon
he definitely done it before.
Judon is a difference maker on the defense side. I don't know. That's not that can't be disputed.
So do we think he deserves to be paid?
Well, I mean, he's 28.
Yeah, he's one of the
It
best
depends.
defensive players.
Nah,
on
he's
this
30. He's 30. He's 30. He'll be 31 this year.
Oh,
He's one of the best
31?
defensive players on this team, and at the very least for the Patriots, like you don't want to be like trash. Like you still want to have good players on your team.
I think at that age, it depends how you trend. If you're trending
But
upward,
wouldn't
this
this be the
season,
right
I can
time to
see
do
him
it though,
playing.
Riddell? Only because like it don't matter as much.
Yeah, pay him now because you don't have to pay Drake May. You don't have to pay your receivers. You don't really.
No, I'm saying you're already rebuilding, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, but like just because you're rebuilding doesn't mean you let all your good players go.
I've seen plenty of teams do it.
If
Just
you
for
can
picks.
get a
I
return,
know
though,
plenty of teams do it.
Stupid. Nobody wants a rebuilding team that has no talent at all. Like that's trash.
I've seen that with many guys. Even if they can get a fourth rounder for Matthew Judon, I've seen people do that.
no, that's
So he can go to like a contender or something like that. I've seen it happen. Plenty of times.
If they get good enough value, but then they just create a huge hole in their team.
And he's 30.
They're
though, Riddell, so
rebuilding.
by the time
They're
they might
trying to
be
get
good,
draft picks, draft
by the time
capital.
they might
They're
get
trying to see what they
good,
can
it
get
might
from
be
these younger
4 years
guys.
From now, he'll be 34, 35 by then. He probably wouldn't even be a part of the new regime when they start getting good again. Could be too old.
There is no probably. He won't be. He'll be too old.
Yeah, but I mean, this is not like Madden or 2K. You don't want your team to be utter trash and have no talent, right? Especially since Judon is part of the defensive culture that the Pats are going to have to reestablish now that Bill Belichick is not there. Like he is a core member for that, and he understands that. I mean, just as well as Gerard Mayo does. So losing Judon,
But you already argued with Gerard, and you dissing him on social media.
Yeah, I mean, at
Yeah,
that
you're
point,
being a cancer and you're an aging player. No, there's
depends
nothing to
on
get rid of
why
you.
he's upset. Like if they're not paying him, then yeah, it's pretty valid.
You're not getting paid. I can get the frustration, but to take it publicly, that's a little wild. For you to go on these rants on social media, that kind of makes it toxic.
especially
don't
in
know
the
what he
coach's
said on
first
social
year,
media,
dude.
so.
When you're trying to settle in as a coach and gain everybody's respect, it's like a new teacher coming in when you're young and there's a bunch of troublemakers in the class, and you got to
make an example out of you.
Especially if it's like a she too, like. You know, they gotta fucking make an example out of you before you start feeling like that you can do whatever the fuck you want. So I feel
Exactly.
Or before the young guys say
it's even worse. Yeah. And that too, yeah, with the student type thing. Yeah, there's a bunch of young guys that are trying to get better. I mean, like it doesn't help that Matthew Judon is talking a bunch of trash. I think
the only two people that's having a harder like the two situations that's so hard to go after a coach is Alabama, and Bama's here. The coach that's basically, coming in for Nick Saban, and then the guy who's coming in for fucking Bill Belichick. Already coming in the gate, you got a fucking uphill battle to go against because you're coming from legendary status guys. So if a guy like Matthew Judon goes at Gerard Mayo and still gets his money.
Time out early. You said I'm a legendary Bama fan, man. Can somebody clip this?
Yeah,
like,
I heard that.
I feel honored, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been working hard to get to that status real quick. I'm gonna let you go, man. But this is a moment for me right now. July 31st at 5:53 p.m. Pacific time. You know what I'm saying? Early, man. Hey, Mr. Coach. Hey, I appreciate you, brother.
There's been a lot of
it's been a lot. Hey, this is a long journey. It took me a lot of football games to go to, a lot of crazy takes, a lot of defending a lot of trash quarterbacks.
I'm gonna give you guys a little background.
There's a lot of disagreements.
I'm gonna give you guys a little background story, real quick, Mike. Me and Bamba had once went on at it on another platform, and I was kind of dissing Bama
Wars
and their organization, and Bama was fighting for them. And for a week straight, in my DMs, I was called a boy, a monkey.
Yeah.
Monkey is crazy.
A colored person.
Whoa.
And a black son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So,
No picking any, huh?
Let's just say I don't want no smoke with Bama fans anymore. I don't even know how they found me. I mean, I do know how they found me because my real name is my name on social media. But boy, oh boy, my DMs were tough for a while.
Fuck, man.
It was a very Bama
cult.
Got some diehards there.
I don't have any animosity towards Bama, so I can't really get the Bama.
Listen here, I'm gonna let you know how bad it is in my family. My uncle is in like lifetime bets with the racetrack for the Iron Bowl. Like they have to bet regardless of your financial situation.
What the
Damn.
fuck?
They're locked in every year.
That's crazy.
Having to bet even when I'm broke is crazy.
Oh fuck.
But yeah,
All right,
continue. My bad.
Speaking of guys getting their money, my boy DJ Moore got a new contract extension, 4 years for $110 million. How are we feeling about this? Does this mean that DJ Moore is the number one on this team?
He earned it. He earned it.
Was that Mo?
Yeah, you saying?
Yeah, he earned that, man.
Why did he earn it, Mo?
I mean, what can you say about DJ Moore? What can DJ Moore do? Everywhere he's been a number one wide receiver and has held it down at the same time since his rookie year. What can he do?
DJ Moore is consistently good. He deserves that money.
It's going to sound like I don't like DJ Moore, but I love DJ Moore. Maryland native, went to DeMatha, great guy. Worked out with him before. Shout out to my Irish camp in Columbia, Maryland. Also, Panthers, but the Panthers, to be the number one on the Panthers team at that time, it was literally just him and Christian McCaffrey. So he didn't really have no competition over there. But with this new team, Rome Aduze, Keenan Allen, Cole Kmet, and now DJ Moore, is he the certified number one on this team, or can you see that changing next year?
Nope.
Yes, he's definitely number one.
But let me just say this: 6 seasons, and only 2 of them you fell short of 1,000. 6 seasons.
Well, Mike Evans, I've seen Mike Evans be a 1,000-yard receiver for like 10 years.
Mike Evans is a number one or no? He's a number one, right?
Yeah, he's number one. Well, he wasn't. Okay. He wasn't when Goodwin. No. When Antonio Brown was there, that was the number one.
All right.
I wouldn't say it was number one. They played a
4-4 at the combine.
They played positionless. They played positionless football when Tom Brady was there. They low-key fed the hot hand because don't forget during the playoffs, Antonio Brown was the number one receiver.
Yes,
he got
sir.
Most targets, most yards, most touchdowns on the playoffs. So as you go say Antonio Brown was the number one receiver? No, they just a style of football.
Yeah, I said AB was number one receiver when he was there. And
when was it the Steelers couldn't depend on Antonio Brown to hold it down?
Okay. Now we're
I'm not going that angle. I'm just saying with the Mike Evans. I just don't y'all disrespecting because
Mike Evans is a bona fide Hall of Famer. Don't get me wrong.
Early, there's no reason why DJ Moore shouldn't be paid that money and be put in a position to be the number one receiver this year. I understand Keenan Allen had, you could argue, his best career season last year, but he's only getting
Rome Aduze.
He's coming in. No, he's
Rome
coming
Aduze.
Rome Aduze is not on the level that
right. Like what
DJ
are you talking about?
Yeah, he's gonna take.
He's not.
He's not. He's gonna be really good though. Do we all believe he's gonna be really good one day?
Yes,
he's not on the level as a Malik Neighbors or Marvin Harrison Jr. where you have to make him a number one. He's not on that level.
Whoa! That's just situationship. Because I promise you right now,
talk about it.
No. If Marvin Harrison Jr. was drafted to the Chicago Bears, then there'd be a conversation.
He has to be number one. He's getting fed.
Dude, no. I'm saying if they had been lucky enough to draft Marvin Harrison Jr., then there's a conversation. There's a compete. There's a battle. If they had drafted Malik Neighbors, then there's a conversation. There's a conversation. There's competition. There's a battle. It's not about Roman Aduze. He's not on that level. He's not on that level.
You think Malik Neighbors goes to Chicago?
He's fitting.
He's the number one.
Malik Neighbors is that good to where he can challenge DJ Moore as a number one. Malik Neighbors has that kind of ability.
Dude, no. I think the only one that can challenge DJ Moore's ability in this draft would have been Harrison. But Rome Aduze is
Harrison and Neighbors to me.
No, I don't know. I think DJ
Malik
Moore
Neighbors is the best yak guy in the entire draft.
Okay. So is DJ Moore top 15? Yes,
elite route runner.
DJ Moore,
great hands.
Is DJ Moore?
He's a weapon.
Yeah. He also played for the Giants.
Give or take, DJ Moore is a top 5, top 6.
I like Neighbors.
He's not.
No, he's not. He's not. Not at all. I have him at like 11th or 10th.
He's like 10 up through that 15 range. He ain't top 10. He's like 11th to 15.
I said 11th to 10th. Maybe. It's shaky.
Hold on. Y'all, you saying that he's not capable of being a top 10 or top 5 wide receiver?
I'm not saying he's not capable. I'm saying he's not top 5, top 10 right now. He's not.
He's not top.
I'm not talking about what he potentially could be. I'm talking about what he is right now.
Mo, so let's do the obvious. Would you say DJ Moore or Tyreek Hill?
Absolutely not. Tyreek Hill all day.
I would take Tyreek Hill.
What about Justin Jefferson? Justin Jefferson, DJ Moore.
Justin Jefferson.
Not a conversation.
That is
AJ Brown,
Justin
DJ Moore.
Jefferson is a top 3 receiver.
Listen. We just gonna go through it.
We're going through the list.
AJ Brown or DJ Moore?
AJ Brown. Not even a conversation. Come on now.
Let Mo say. Let Mo say.
I'm gonna take Brown, bro.
Okay. Devontae Adams, DJ Moore.
Devontae Adams.
CeeDee Lamb or DJ
Number
Moore?
1 wide receiver.
Jamar Chase.
CeeDee Lamb,
Jamar Chase.
Moore.
I'm gonna take Jamar Chase.
CeeDee Lamb or DJ Moore?
DJ Moore.
No, dude.
No.
What can make
DJ Moore.
Mo, what can make
You guys, okay, you guys are just haters at this point. I feel like you
Come
just.
on, bro. Come on, dog. What when hasn't you been able to depend on DJ Moore? Look at his stats, bro.
No, Mo, you can't do this, Mo. This is ridiculous when you do this. You come on here, you make a statement like that, and then you talk about numbers, Mo. No, I don't want to hear that, Mo.
Hold up, Mo, wait, let me finish.
Wait.
DJ Moore and Stephon Diggs.
I take DJ Moore.
Oh boy.
Dude,
I'm not bad.
Oh boy, here we go.
Dude,
DJ Moore or Garrett Wilson?
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore, Brandon Ayuk.
Dude.
Come on.
Not keep saying names. He already said DJ Moore. Like,
No, I said Brandon Ayuk.
It stops at CeeDee Lamb, man. Like, I don't
he's
even like
better.
CeeDee Lamb. I'm not a CeeDee Lamb fan whatsoever at all. But
Let me
that's
get
just
one more.
ridiculous.
Mo, DJ Moore or DK Metcalf?
Come on.
Okay, that's DJ Moore. That's actually DJ Moore. Like,
Yeah. Come on. Now you got the conversation.
He gonna show you.
I thought I let it be known.
No, wait.
I thought I let it be known. I don't really care for DK Metcalf. He's still a talented guy. He's still a talented guy, but
wait. I want to ask Mo a question. What makes DJ Moore better than CeeDee Lamb right now? Give me reasons other than stats. I want actual film shit. What is it? Is it the route? Is it the quickness? Is it the speed? Is it the catches?
question. Let me ask you a question.
It ain't the route.
It depends. I'm sorry to answer your question with a question, but every step that DJ Moore has been there, have not touched the heels of being a winning team.
What?
I think them last couple of years with the Panthers, we were just bad. So now I don't know.
You talking about the last?
We're bringing team into it instead of individual.
Yeah, like
individual
what
skill.
What?
Do we think CeeDee Lamb puts up the same numbers if he has to play with Justin Fields on that Bears team last year?
Dude, yes.
No, it's not the numbers. It's the ability. It's the skill. Don't do that. We're not doing stats. We're doing the ability. Come on.
Okay, let's ability.
Listen.
Who has
you
better
want to go
hands?
something other than
CeeDee Lamb
stats?
or DJ Moore? Better hands.
CeeDee Lamb has the size. CeeDee Lamb can go as the high point, but DJ Moore can also does the same thing. He plays as a big guy.
Okay.
So CeeDee Lamb,
he plays like he's a big guy.
So Mo,
CeeDee is a far better route runner than he is.
DJ Moore.
Okay, route runner. What else?
1 second.
He's a far better.
Lamb or DJ Moore hands.
What you gonna say? More receptions?
No, he's a better route runner.
The only thing I put over DJ Moore is DJ Moore is great at what?
Who has better hands?
Give me DJ.
Who's the better route runner?
Absolutely, CeeDee Lamb. That's not even a conversation.
Who's better after the catch?
DJ Moore.
CeeDee Lamb.
That's just not true, bro. You're lying, Mo. Mo, you're lying. I can't accept that. You're lying. Go look at the film, dude.
Okay. CeeDee Lamb. Okay, CeeDee Lamb there. What else?
Better red zone threat.
You said what?
Better red zone threat.
I mean, I would honestly.
I'm saying CeeDee Lamb.
In that type of situation, you can take them both. I mean,
better improviser. And when I say improviser, I mean find the ability to read holes in defenses and still get open.
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, probably.
Sound like CeeDee. CeeDee wins this one.
But bro,
I don't even like CeeDee Lamb, and y'all making me defend him.
Something. You want me to go other than stats? Here's the fact. CeeDee Lamb has guys around him. He has a quarterback that can get him the ball. He has a running back. He has always had a running back. They have always in the offensive line long enough to give him the ball. what has
Mo,
defense
absolutely,
had?
CeeDee
And
Lamb
he's
has had a better
still been the
situation.
number
But
one guy.
on film, CeeDee Lamb on film is a better receiver than DJ Moore. On film, just off film.
Okay,
On
on
film,
film, because he has the better team.
Not true. CeeDee Lamb would put up better production in Chicago than DJ Moore would in Chicago. And I don't care what you say,
You
Mo.
can't say that because it hasn't happened. You can't
You
say
can
that
say the same
because
thing and it
he's not
hasn't happened. Mo, you can say the same thing and have happened. You just said that, and you're talking about CeeDee
But
Lamb and DJ Moore on the Cowboys, Mo. You're making bad points right now.
Had over
we don't even
1,000
have to
yards.
talk fantasy. We don't even have to talk fantasy. We don't have to talk stats. Just put on the tape. The tape on tape. CeeDee Lamb is a better route runner. CeeDee Lamb has better hands. CeeDee Lamb is a better red zone threat.
Okay,
CeeDee Lamb is a better improviser. As far as getting go.
DJ Moore is not a better.
Anybody can make it look pretty, bro. AJ Green had the route running.
Let's change the
Green
subject.
had that. Look what happened to him.
Fellas, let's change the subject. Let's keep it on CeeDee Lamb. So, CeeDee Lamb is due for a contract. It's a negotiation getting better. Does CeeDee Lamb deserve to be a top 2 to 3 paid receiver in the NFL?
Yes, he does.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes, he does. I don't even like it.
Does he deserve more money?
Top 4, top 5.
More money than does he deserve to be top 8? Does he deserve more money than Justin Jefferson?
It's not about like who deserves more money. It's about the timing of the contract. If Justin Jefferson just got his contract and CeeDee Lamb hasn't gotten his contract yet, he's gonna want more money or he's gonna want the same money. It doesn't matter. It's all the timing. They should have got this done beforehand, but they've sat on their hands. They've been cheap. They've been holding on to their little money and watched all these.
They've been cheap, Brandon. Or they
go
had
up,
to pay a
go
lot
up,
of
go up.
niggas, Brandon.
But listen to me. CeeDee Lamb is top 3 most important person on the Cowboys. Point blank, period. Top
2. No, he's literally the most. Dude, he's literally the most important player on the Cowboys early.
I say Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons?
Bro.
I say top 3. Listen to me. Listen to what I just said. Listen to me. I just said he's top 3 most important player. That means I think that however you rank doesn't matter.
What number is he?
But I think he's third. I think
who's the first 2?
I think first is Dak. I think second is Micah, and then I think third is CeeDee Lamb.
See, Dak.
Oh, you lying? You lying?
No,
He's not better than Trayvon Diggs. He's not better than Trayvon Diggs.
I don't think so neither.
But Diggs was shit when Trayvon got hurt.
No, that's bullshit.
Trayvon Diggs got hurt last year, and they still had the production. They still were top 10 in defense.
Ron
what are we talking
Bland
about?
had a vocal record.
So what are we doing?
Ron Bland broke
Trayvon Diggs is not more important.
When Trayvon Diggs went down,
Fidel, stop trolling. No.
Stop that.
That's a fact. He did break a
why-
record. What do you mean?
No. This is why CD is the most important player on the Cowboys, and I understand that it might seem crazy.
The
but my
most
point
important
is that without that,
not
offense,
over Dak, dude. Not over Dak.
No, that's not true. He's more
Over the whole line.
Dak's a quarterback.
Wait, Mike, 1 second,
Go
Mike,
ahead.
1 second. Can you show your face? I want to get this tape. Show your face. I'm gonna put you in the big screen. You show me how.
Okay. All right. So this is how. Because
No, wait. Let me start it off. Why is CeeDee Lamb the most important person on the Cowboys? Go, Mike.
CeeDee Lamb's most important person on the Cowboys because in today's day and age, dude, you need an offense that moves the chains, okay? And CeeDee Lamb he's more worth of Dak's success than CeeDee Lamb's success is off of Dak, if that makes sense. Like, Dak relies on CeeDee Lamb to be as good as he is, to produce the way he did last year. We've looked at it. CeeDee Lamb at this level where he is right now is the best receiver that Dak has had in his career. Over Dez.
So is he? Wait, 1 second.
He's played the highest level with CeeDee.
If Trey Lance or Cooper Rush was throwing the ball,
yes, he would still be productive, 100%.
No,
he would still be a 1,000-yard receiver.
Yes, he would.
The argument that he wouldn't be productive without a quarterback is insane to me because CeeDee Lamb still has routes crazy, still can high point pretty well. He's still a crazy red zone threat. He has so many options. He's one of the best athletes on the field, and it's his fluidity. When you look at him running routes, he does not change the way he does it one time. It's the exact same shit every single time. It makes it impossible to defend, and it keeps him in flow. He's in a flow state at all times. That's why he's able to make catches. This, and that. So, to me,
boy was cooking.
Yeah.
I mean, he did win the Blendikoff. He did win a Biletnikoff in college.
I'd say CeeDee Lamb's like a top 6, top 5 receiver, bro. I think if you're that, then you mean a lot. I mean, there's certain situations you have Burrow and Mahomes and all that. But the reality is Dak Prescott's never played better than last season, and it was a large portion because he could just chuck it to CD when he was open. He just knew when it was going to happen, and it worked. So
Definitely because of CD, that's for sure.
Oh, I like that take. I like that take.
That bum Dak. Hey, at the end of the day, Micah Parsons is the most important player on the team. But I'm not mad at you saying CD is the offense. But CeeDee Lamb does deserve to get paid more than Jettis. Hell no. But he's going to get like a top 3 type contract, and he deserves it, to be honest.
Speaking of getting paid again, let's move it forward. Let's move the conversation forward. Matthew Stafford got a 1-year, $40 million extension. Did Matthew Stafford deserve that $1 million 40?
yes.
Or should they be looking for the new? So let me ask you a question: Does Matthew Stafford deserve that, or should the Rams be looking for a protege to go underneath him that can because he's 35, 36 years old?
Definitely not. I mean, I'd be looking for protege, but I wouldn't be like trying to completely get rid of Matthew Stafford here. He's 36 years old. He's shown improvement over the last couple seasons. Last year was one of his best seasons to date if he doesn't get injured. His playoff performance was damn near perfect. I mean, we've seen quarterbacks older that have been just as good, if not better. So to me, I mean, you have maybe 2 or 3 years with Matt as long as nothing goes bad with injuries, knock on wood. And I think, we'll see what happens. I mean, they don't have Aaron Donald anymore, but I think when you have Matt Stafford there, the ability to compete for the playoffs every year it's gonna be a thing, and that's why I think you have to keep him another 2 or 3 years. I think that's why you don't have to totally worry about it because you have 2 or 3 years with Matt until the protege needs to come in. So yeah.
Matthew Stafford deserves anything the Rams are going to give him because he won them Super Bowl. So, no brainer, bro. No brainer. Matthew Stafford is him. And I'm glad more people are starting to come around with the Matthew Stafford narratives and the Matthew Stafford truth that he is a guy. He is the guy. He's an elite quarterback. And people just need to respect Matthew Stafford.
You can argue he was top 5 last year. He still had that elite arm.
The year they won the Super Bowl, I feel like people were saying he was top 3, no question.
I'm sorry, top 5 last year?
Yeah, absolutely. Go watch the tape.
He wasn't better than Mahomes. He wasn't better than Dak. He wasn't better than Josh Allen. He wasn't better than Brock Purdy. He wasn't better than Lamar Jackson.
Dak.
He was better than Brock Purdy.
He wasn't better than Brock Purdy. Hey, you want to hear some Brock Purdy news early?
He's 100% better than Brock Purdy.
Apparently, in training camp, Brock Purdy has thrown 4 interceptions already.
So?
Not surprised. Not surprised at all.
What you expect when we got Deebo Samuel playing receivers field?
Oh my God! So now it's an altitude issue.
So Purdy needs Ayuk. He can't play quarterback without Ayuk. Is that what you're
saying? So here's the thing, Riddell. Is that
McCaffrey, George Kittle, Debo, Ricky Pearsall, Juwan Jennings?
This is going to be the year where Early has to make he has to suffer from his sins in the past and Brock Purdy like he's the next Tom Brady. And this is going to be the year where Brock Purdy's shaky and I'm going to let you know. I mean, every second of it.
And if
he's good, you can let me know, but I guarantee you that it won't be as good as last year. We'll be having some conversations that you won't like, Early, because you jumped the gun.
Was Matthew Stafford better than the first half before he got injured, Kirk Cousins?
No.
Kirk Cousins
he wasn't
NFL, so
No, and also Matt Stafford really hit his stride towards the back half of the season as well. So
was he better than Baker Mayfield last year?
Yes, 100%. There's
Jared Goff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jordan Love.
Yes.
Yes. No, Early, you're going to be nasty because you're going to take
what happened in the 49ers game.
You're going to take half of a season of greatness versus like a full season of pretty much greatness. So what are we talking about? Matthew Stafford was
all season.
way
Matthew
more
Stafford was
consistent
great
than Jordan Love through the entire year.
Hey. How do you feel that Jordan Love is just going to be Aaron Rodgers and choke against the 49ers every single year?
Wow.
That's dirty.
How do you feel about that?
No,
he already started. He already started last year.
Wow.
He already started last year.
Riddell, as a black man, I feel like you should be team Jordan Love. As a light-skinned black man yourself.
We're all team Jordan Love.
They got similar hair texture. Come on, man. Don't do that.
We're all team
Who
Jordan
are you
Love.
rooting for in the Packers 49ers game?
I'm not watching that game.
Oh my God!
I'll find out who wins in the aftermath.
Cop out.
As I've said before, future executive producer of Brock Purdy's documentary, Early Cofield.
Hey man, when he wins the Super Bowl and he becomes the greatest of all time, I'm gonna be the Spike Lee to his Michael Jordan. Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna be Miles.
My ears are bleeding from all this.
He gonna have a shoe, and I'm gonna be like, money. Is it the shoes? Money? It's gonna tell you. It's gonna be.
You didn't even see it, bro. The Brock Purdy upping was some of the more crazy takes I've ever.
I'm gonna be the Kevin Hart.
I'm high on
I'm
Purdy,
gonna have a talk show. On my own
top
level,
5 is
I'm
insane.
bring Brock Purdy on, or we're gonna just talk ball.
Bro, we need to show you some clips of early talk about how Brock Purdy is the next Tom Brady last year.
But was I wrong though?
You were wrong.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
You were wrong. Yeah.
I was able to ride. Pause. Come back. Pause.
You're
I
riding.
was able to ride that Brock Purdy train all the way to the Super Bowl and a top 3 MVP votes. Come on, y'all.
No, you come on, bro.
All right, buddy.
You come on, bro.
Pause, no did
Top 3 MVP votes because of what? Him smashing bad teams with a great offense? Okay, buddy.
Such a fucking hater. Speaking of Brock Purdy, the Jordan Love with the Packers, and of course, that good old Cowboys. One of today's segments that we're going to talk about that I want to get to is the red flags of the NFC. Last week we weren't able to dive into AFC as much as we wanted to, but this week we got plenty of time. So, as it pertains to team for team, what is the team that you like but you think has a red flag? We can go person for person. You pick your own team and you let me know what the red flag for that team is. I'm gonna go with I'm going with the Carolina Panthers, and my biggest red flag is Xavier Legette's accent. Listen, first of all,
Don't do
What
that.
the fuck?
who the fuck talks like that? Okay,
A lot of
You're
Southern,
gross.
bro. A lot
You're
of
gross.
Southern.
Have a real take early that you're gross for that.
he called February. It was terrible. I was like, what? Who is this guy?
What does this
Okay,
have about
I
to
just
do
saw him
about
do
the
it. I
culture
saw him
and
do an
team winning?
interview
What
where
does
the
that
guy
have to
asked him how many
do with
months.
anything?
How many months have 28 days in it? And he said only February. Every fucking month has 28 days in it, but he couldn't get that right. I think Xavier Legette is a physical demon, but I do believe he might not be that intelligent on the field, and I'm worried about that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm being honest.
Bro, just talk about the
being honest.
Panthers for
I'm
this.
hoping he can grasp the playbook, but we know how people in South Carolina can be. No offense.
Well,
to
I guess
South
we can
Carolina
never
guys.
have him as a guest
Shout out
on
to
the
my
show
family in
because
South
of you.
Carolina.
He ain't gonna never want to come.
Like, didn't Early call me stupid? Like, yeah.
Shout out Xavier
Yeah,
Leggett.
yeah.
We love you here. Keep being you.
Yeah,
bro.
shout
All
out-
jokes
shout
aside,
out
no,
Zay,
I
man.
think my biggest.
Country
I
boys.
think honestly, for me, I think the if I'm going off teams and what's the biggest problem, I believe that I'm going with the Carolina Panthers, like I said, and I think our biggest problem, honestly, is just will Bryce Young make that step? I think one of the biggest red flags that I'm worried about is that I watched a lot of film and Bryce Young has looked like he got a little bigger. He has been looking better in training camp, but with this year, I'm looking at my defense and losing Brian Burns. We lost my boy Dante Jackson. J.C. Horn was getting torched a little bit in practice between Thielen and fucking Leggett. I think my biggest concern is that I think that we'll level up on offense, but sadly enough, we'll also level down on defense. And I do think our defense will be a problem in this division. That's kind of wide open. So my biggest red flag is just the defensive pass rushing that we have or lack thereof. And our ability to get to the quarterback once the season starts. And we're looking at 3 teams that are pass heavy. They're going to be pass heavy or at least pass. Yeah, I think Falcons can be pass heavy too because Deshaun Robinson is great in the backfield. We're catching the ball too. I'm looking at Tampa Bay. I'm looking at the Saints. Not paying Alvin Kamara his money, or even with that, Alvin Kamara has always been a passing running back anyway. So I'm worried about our pass rush moving to the season. That's my biggest red flag. Riddell, who's your NFC team? Your biggest red flag?
Obviously, it has to go to the New York Giants. The New York Giants' biggest red flag is Daniel Jones exists. So until he doesn't exist, we won't get better. So simple as that. You know?
Jeez. Snap him away like Thanos.
Mike?
I'd have to go with a little bit of a different answer. I'm going to go with the LA Rams here. I think we just talked about Stafford and how he's only going to seem to get better for the next 2 to 3 years. They're a really young team. They don't have Aaron Donald this year. So it's really a question of like, what do you have? Are the players that helped you get to the playoffs last year, going to continue to trend upward and improve so you can actually capitalize on the talent that you have at quarterback. So I think it's just a very interesting team and a team with McVay that, is primed to like live up to their potential. And I think, the Rams are always going to be a threat until Matt Stafford isn't as good.
So your biggest red flag is what again?
So my biggest red flag for them would be overall, I would honestly just say offensive line, defensive line, like that type of behavior. Like,
how they are in the trenches.
Yeah. Like, are you going to hold them upright? Do you have the foundational core to withstand a full season? Because with the weapons they have, they should be good. But, yeah, that would be mine.
I would argue that's not as big of a red flag. But That's not as big of a red flag.
Riddell's a secret Rams fan. Brandon,
it's not a secret, bro.
Well, you just picked good teams, so I picked the Rams because I feel like they're good, but they also.
I have an agenda for each division in the NFL.
Who you like, Brandon? Who your team that you like, but also your biggest red flag?
I really like the Packers. I'm gonna say I like what I saw about them last year. Jordan Love took a big step. The only issue I have is that in the receiver room, all those guys seem to be they all want to be by committee. They need a certified number one. I think Romeo Doubs can be a certified number one, but he has to step up this year.
Shout out Reed. I think Reed is me and J-Rod call him a baby Stephon Diggs. I love Reed.
Yeah, Reed can play as well. I like what I see out of Wicks too. I can't.
He's good too.
I don't want to butcher his first name, but Wicks. I like what I see out of him too.
It's something black culture. That's why I know that much.
What? All right. Anyway, but yeah, that receiver room is by committee right now. That's a little shaky to me. I don't trust that. I just need a certified, bona fide number one. But I feel like one of them is going to step up.
All right, Bama, aka Mister. Who's your team you like and your red flag?
The team that I like, man, is the New Orleans Saints. Spencer Rattler looking scary out there, boy. Ooh. That boy Spence out there, man, spinning it.
So what's your red flag about him?
No. The team I have with the red flag is the fucking Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh,
and the simple fact that they are a red flag. The simple fact that they are a red flag. Jerry Jones is still alive, and y'all still banking y'all money on Prescott being anything besides what he's always.
Jerry Jones still living is crazy.
He's gonna forever be in the way of Cowboys' success. So
I do believe that the day he passes away is the day they'll get better. I'm sorry, I agree with that.
Yeah, because Steven Jones is gonna make better business decisions. Let Dak Prescott walk. Go ahead and do what it do. You got a 3rd overall draft pick on your team. You might as well see what he can do.
Well, but Bama, they saying he looking bad. They saying he fighting Cooper Rush for that 3rd spot.
Look. I understand that Dak is probably leaving, and I'm fine with that. But what I'm not doing is being like, all right, Trey Lance is the future. No, we need to draft somebody else. I don't care that he's a 3rd-round pick. He's been freaking mid. His preseason performance has been okay. I haven't heard anything good enough for me to be like, all right, we're going with Trey Lance. I want to see the Cowboys go and try to get a quarterback. The last 2 times they've been lucky. Romo and Dak was all luck. You're talking about 6th and 4th round draft choices, guys that dropped for reasons that had nothing to do with the Cowboys wanting
Joe Milton to get that star shining again.
Oh my God!
Bro, do you think that Joe Milton's going to get?
Mo, what's your big red flag team?
I'm gonna go with the Saints, man. Right now. It's a lot of talk about a lot of shit. They just reported every single position right now is up for grabs. That's a good and a good. It's bittersweet. I'm gonna just say that it's bittersweet, and I think
every position up for grabs as far as what I know damn well.
As far as quarterback,
Marcus Lattimore is doing just fine over there.
Yeah, Marcus Lattimore always, but I'm sorry, mostly as far as Derek Carr's position right now is not solidified, and it's something I agree with. And then you have Chris Olave just got injured; he just came back today, but I think that's a big question right now, considering they're looking for a quarterback. So I say right now it's the quarterback situation for New Orleans.
Talk to me, Hefe. Who your red flag team?
My red flag, I ain't gonna hold you. I'll go with Tampa right now.
Okay, as a Tampa Bay Buck fan, why is that a red flag? What red flag about that?
We missing. I got faith in Chris Boswell. You know what I'm saying, growing throughout the season, but I would like to see a dominant edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? A guy, a vet with some years on him. Go ahead and show him how to get that done. Show him how to be an elite player, but not just.
Yeah, I think y'all's biggest problem is y'all could not. Well, in that game versus the Lions, boy, y'all could not get no pressure, bro. That nigga, Jared Goff had so much time.
Our defense was already though. That's the only thing we missed was pressure. But I still think Chris Boswell goes off second half of the season. But like just like for the front end, that the left guard is big red flag to me. But that's it. And outside of that, we definitely winning the bowl.
Okay.
All right.
Hey Earl, you on mute?
Earl, you're muted.
Let's go through a couple teams. We may talk about everybody in the NFC South. Let's finish with the Falcons. What is the biggest red flag for the Falcons? You guys, whoever wants to go can go.
Hi. Quarterback.
Okay, I mean,
why is that a red flag?
I'm sorry. You got Kirk Cousins coming in off the Achilles tear. First year in the system. This team wasn't really good last year outside the run. It wasn't really good last year. Kirk gonna have to find this guy after an Achilles tear. He's already older, and the pressure's gonna be real this year. This is not Minnesota, and Michael Penix is injury prone as well.
Okay.
I don't know if I fully agree with that.
I don't agree with it at all. But I will say the problem with the Atlanta Falcons is their pass rush is ass. They need a pass rush. They didn't draft a pass rush. They drafted Michael Penix. So they got to figure something out.
They didn't get Trey Turner?
You say who?
I thought they got Trey Turner too. No, I'm tripping.
No. They got one D tackle in the third or second round, but they still have no pass rush.
Which is crazy because Latu was right there and Dallas Turner was right there. I don't know why they didn't draft him.
Yeah, they was being dicks. That's why they didn't even need fucking.
That was such a head scratcher move. I don't understand.
They didn't even need Michael Penix. That was just an asshole thing to do. Fucking up the Raiders.
He would have gone late. He would have gone late second. You can argue that he would have gone late second.
Dude, yeah,
most definitely. No. The Raiders would have got him. They was banking on him.
Yeah, I think he would have probably got picked around like 15.
The Oakland Raiders. I mean the Vegas Raiders. They was banking on him. They talking about.
No, I think they would have still.
They only got Bowers because he was the best thing left. They didn't need Bowers.
I think they would still. You said what?
They didn't need Bowers. They got Mayer. They didn't need Bowers.
Mayer's a great player, but at the end of the day, Bowers was a prototypical tight end. Like he's like one of the best.
They called Mayer maybe Gronk, and when he played for Notre Dame, dog, he can be a fucking 800 yard
guy.
He
was not as coveted as Brock Bowers was.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, Brock Bowers was one of the best fucking tight ends to come out of the draft since fucking $20 Gonzalez.
The point is, they didn't need to get Bowers. They could have done.
They wanted. If they didn't get McCarthy, they would get either McCarthy or Penix. And everybody thought Penix was going to be late first round, early second round. So
that's fine. That's fine. But why fall in love with Penix is my thing. Why do you need to pick him that high? Why fall in love with him? You can get
we talking about the Raiders or Falcons?
No, the Falcons. The Falcons.
Oh yeah, that was stupid. They stupid.
If you want to draft a backup, dude, go with the best backup available whenever you want to pick them at third, whatever, third, fourth, fifth, whatever, like usually like the usual teams do.
They could have grabbed Jordan Travis. They could have grabbed fucking
anybody.
Hartman that played for fucking
for later round, and you could have got a better player. Like
I think
Joe Milton.
I think teams.
Joe Milton, you could have fulfilled the need. I don't understand.
Could have gotten Joe Milton. That wouldn't have been bad, actually.
I think teams were feeding them information that he was going to go pretty high. I think they knew the Raiders were interested, and like they just
somebody's going to lose their job over this. I'm going to tell you.
But even with Oakland, right? If Kirk Cousins stays true to how much take care of his body, because like LeBron James, he spends $1 million on his body every year. Kirk Cousins can at least play 3 more seasons, right? So at 3 more seasons, Michael Penix is already an old quarterback. The nigga didn't reclassify about 3 times. So Penix gonna be 27, 28 by the time he actually is able to play. This isn't Jordan Love, who was 20 years old. Jordan Love ain't been in the league for 4 years, ain't played a lick. and he's only 24, 25 years old. Penny's gonna be 27, 28 by the time he gets to start, especially a fucking
Wait, I thought Penny was like 26. I thought Penny was 26 already.
25 or 26 or something.
He's like
wow.
Yeah, Penny's like 24, 25. I'm saying
No. Penny's is like 26. Somebody look that up, please. I gotta get this right. I want to.
I'll look it up.
Because I feel like Penny's is already 26.
And please don't think that Kirk Cousins is going.
He's 24 right now. He was born on May
24.
2000. He's 2 years older than I am, so he's not.
Just because Braun spent $1 million on his body and he able to play till 40, don't mean.
No, I'm saying that Kirk Cousins is like 35. He'll play at least 3 more seasons. I think
But
he's
Hold on.
Kirk's gonna age hard in the NFC South, bro. He's gonna age hard.
But hold on. Here's my point. Even if they don't trust Kirk to be healthy this year, if you want to draft a backup in the later rounds. Don't sit there and just reach. Just do a Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic reach for fucking Michael Penix. Where you can get other backups.
I think their biggest thing, I'm gonna let you go back to this. I think their biggest thing was they didn't have anybody. I think last year, because they could have kept fucking Heineke. Heineke's not a bad quarterback, but especially as a backup. I think they're especially learning from Kirk too. I think their biggest problem was they didn't have anybody. They're afraid that Kirk getting older, he might get hurt again, and they realized that last year they had to deal with Desmond Ritter, and they don't want to go. That shit traumatized them. I think that's part of the reason why they were so pressed to get Michael Penix, because fucking Desmond Ritter terrified them. That traumatized them.
There's no logical reason why you reach for that, and you have big holes on your team like pass rusher.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You draft high on a pass rusher. You miss on that. Hey, it is what it is. But you can't sit there and draft high on a quarterback. Unless you
or you
could
have went and got fucking Justin Fields.
Be right. Or you get fired.
They gave up Justin Fields for nothing. You could have went and got Justin Fields, who's from Atlanta, and now all the rappers are singing lyrics saying they in the field like Justin. It would have been a win-win. And he's fast. He can move. Could have been Vic.
I ain't gonna lie though. Justin Fields looking cooked during summer workouts.
Wait,
finally, we're being honest.
Wait. Can I say
he
my
looked
biggest
cooked
concern?
or he been cooking?
My biggest concern.
He looks cooked. He looks
He been cooking.
And also, I don't know what Justin Fields been looking at.
Have you seen training camp? Wait.
Cooked, bro.
In training camp, your boy Russell Wilson was out for like 2 or 3 days. They said I watched the film. He was cooking.
All right.
Cook is Russell Wilson.
I just want to say quickly. My biggest concern with the Falcons overall was their weapon core, because they really need their weapon core to gel into what they could be as an actual NFL player, being great. I understand Kyle Pitts. He's got all the attributes, but he just really needs to develop into that number one option, Drake London with him behind him, so that they can play a big play action game with the run. And I think that's their best way to be a very good offense. Because at the end of the day, with what you guys said, their offense is going to need to carry them.
Drake London's going to be the number one option.
Well, Kyle Pitts can still be the number one option.
Absolutely. Come on now. Absolutely.
Nah, Drake London will be.
Drake London's great, but like Kyle Pitts is still fucking one of the best receiving tight ends in the league.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
He's great.
Who's going to be the number one option?
Drake London.
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts is going to be the number one fucking option.
No, he's not. Drake London is going to be the number one.
Oh, my fucking God.
Yo.
Shut it up.
Yo.
He finally had somebody. Yo,
you can say the same thing about Drake London.
With T.J. Hawkinson, he is going to feed Kyle Pitts.
And he fed Justin Jefferson, and he's going to feed Drake London. What do you mean?
The drop off between Justin Fields and
did you just compare the two?
Yeah, that drop
Drake
off
London
because
no. You said he was feeding a tight end. I'm just saying he's feeding a wide receiver. Drake London is not Justin Jefferson.
I'm saying, okay, right now, guys, who is the best fucking wide receiver? Who is the best person catching passes for the fucking Falcons right now?
I think it's Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
But I tell you, once Kirk Cousins, I haven't seen any Falcons.
Who do you think is better?
I don't know where the fuck Dev went.
I
watched some Falcons. I can see some Falcons film. Once Kyle Pitts and Kirk Cousins get to eye each other and get on level playing fields with each other and understand each other, when I tell you this is the closest thing I've seen to Tony Gonzalez, he is going to be a man-child with Kirk Cousins throwing the ball. One thing about Kirk Cousins, once he finds a guy he can trust, Kirk Cousins is one of the best at feeding a nigga. He got Pierre Garçon paid. He got fucking Justin Jefferson paid. Although Justin Jefferson's already good. get me wrong. He is going to get Kyle Pitts fucking peed. By the end of next year, we're going to be, especially if he plays the whole season, we're going to be talking about Kyle Pitts as one of the best tight ends in the game, only behind guys like Kittle and fucking Travis Kelce. And he might be better than Travis Kelce next year because I think Travis Kelce would have finally fallen off a fucking cliff that he benched and fell off of. Fuck!
Y'all keep waiting for Travis Kelce to fall.
Fuck! At some point in time, Brandon. Goddamn! Slow down, fella.
Y'all keep waiting on that.
So I want to be very clear. Kyle Pitts, for sure, will be better at his position than Drake London will be at his position because you don't have as much challenge in the tight end receiving.
And it's mismatched central over there.
And also there will be a mismatch. Drake London doesn't need to be the top 5 wide receiver to be the number 1 option on the team, though. So Drake London on the Falcons will be the number 1 option because he is like that. He will be a mismatch too, off the X, off wide, and similar to Justin Jefferson, where sometimes Kirk Cousins goes like, "Hey, go catch the ball." Drake London is one of the best in the NFL at, "Hey, go catch the ball."
So
who do you think Drake London is?
Hey, go catch the ball.
He's a beast. That's who he is. What do you mean? Yo, you go rewatch that Desmond Ridder tape. He be throwing ducks, and Drake London still catches it. He still catches that shit.
Right now. When you say Drake London, right now. Hold on, wait a minute, my Hefe. Right now, Drake London or George Pickens? Right now,
Drake London.
You are out of your
over George?
Dead.
Out of your fucking mind.
I am dead.
Are you related to Drake? Your last name London, Riddell?
Nope.
Let's do the draft. Let's do the draft class thing.
Drake
We're not even gonna say Gary.
We're
not gonna say
Drake London,
Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson is better than Drake London, and I think Chris Olave is better than Drake London.
Nope.
Yes.
I think Chris Olave is better.
Chris Olave is better.
If you watch the tape, dude, Chris Olave can get up. He's a great contested catcher. That's number 1. I
think Smith.
Jackson Smith. He came on last year too. So Drake London is kind of in the middle of the pack right now.
No, he's
I don't think he knows how to.
I can use the same.
I don't think Drake London better than Dexter Pittman.
You said who?
All right, I don't know about that.
I don't think Drake London better than Dexter Pittman.
Drake London is right now in the NFL at this very moment one of the best contested catchers and best catchers on the wide receiver position. The only thing holding Drake London back is the same excuse Garrett Wilson gets is he can't get the ball. And I would argue Desmond Ritter's worse than Zach Wilson.
Oh, there's no such thing.
Dog water. Like, bro,
Earl. Desmond Ridder was the worst starting quarterback in the league. Don't do that. Don't even play that game.
Let's segue.
Desmond Ridder
Let's segue to the next.
That's so bad.
Terrible.
Let's segue early.
Rydell, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you.
All right, next
Also,
team. Speaking of,
also, hold on. Let me wrap this up.
All right,
Arthur Smith was allergic. He was allergic.
No, we gotta
getting the ball to his best weapons in Pitts and London. He was allergic to doing that. He was like, Jonnu Smith, go get the ball. So not only was his quarterback a terrorist, so was his coach. And Drake London was still a dog. So, hey.
Did you call him a terrorist?
You just took on the terrorist. That's what he said. All right, let's move on to the NFC East. We already talked about the Cowboys. We already talked about the Giants. What is the biggest red flag for the Washington Commanders? Go.
The name? Okay,
if I could high five you right now, nigga, I would. High five you from another household, nigga.
I'm kidding.
What would it be?
Their defense sucks. Their defense.
What's the biggest problem with their defense?
Their secondary is so bad. Their secondary is beyond bad.
Oh yeah. Forbes was barbecue chicken like all last year. He was
absolute food.
He looked good like in his first 2-3 games, but then he just fell off a cliff after AJ Brown. I feel like
they lost Fuller too. Who does Fuller play for now?
Yeah, Fuller is not even on that team anymore.
He played for somebody that already got a good cornerback too.
Is he in Miami or something? I don't know.
Miami. I think so. I think he's on Miami.
Oh, I'm right.
Fuller and Ramsey. That's gonna be nice.
But yeah, that secondary is god awful. god awful. They're gonna be honey roasted all season.
What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, fixed. All right, L early. All right, Washington defense terrible. What about the Eagles?
Red flag for them is also their secondary, I think.
I think their biggest. I think both of these teams' biggest concerns are the offensive coordinator situation. You have two places where you probably should have played better on the offensive side last year, especially for the Eagles. And I think, with Nick Sirianni being there, like, have they figured anything out to the point where they're going to actually be able to use the weapons that they have? Because there's no doubt they have weapons. There's no doubt that on paper they're cold. But are they going to be put together correctly? Are they going to last a full
I know my
season?
biggest red
There's a
flag
lot
on
of
that team.
questions when it comes to the offensive coordinator situation. And what
I got one red flag on that guy.
Definitely coaching,
and that red flag is Jalen fucking Hurts. Are you a quarterback in the NFL or not, my boy? What are we doing?
Bro, you can't go Jalen Hurts over Jason Kelce.
What are we doing? No more Kelsey, no more touch push, nigga. Can you get the ball down the field? You have fucking Saquon Barkley. You still got a great O-line. Will you be getting cussed out by motherfucking AJ Brown, or will you be getting the ball down the field, making these guys what they deserve to be? That's
unpopular
at the end
opinion. I think it'll be fine.
At the end of the day, my take is,
fine.
B, I was going to say the same sentiments. I don't necessarily have my opinion changed on Jalen Hurts off of last year, but I expect a good, if not great, season from Jalen Hurts this year with the weapons he has. And if it's less than that, then that's when the conversations, I think, will start for me. Is like, this is the time you started off, you struggled a little bit in your career, then you got some weapons around you, great offensive line, you prospered, then you hit a little bit of a roadmap. So now how are you going to rebound? That's very important for Jalen Hurts. Is like, what is it going to be? Are you going to struggle at times? Are you going to be fully consistent? And is this team going to roll? Because it has the ability to roll. There's no doubt.
Nigga do be struggling.
Their defense is concerning a little bit, but it'd go without.
I'm not too concerned about their coordinators. The biggest red flag for the Eagles, drink more water today in the chat. Their linebacking court is dog water.
They was picking up niggas off the street. Did they pick up
picked up Devin? Their linebackers are Devin White and Nakobe Dean. Like, it's not moving anybody. And the secondary I actually kind of like now because of Darius Slade, Cooper DeJean, Kenyon Mitchell.
I think Darius Slade goes to safety at some point in time this season.
CJ Gardner-Johnson is back.
Oh, that's right. They did get Cooper DeJean and Mitchell. Oh, wow. Yeah, they doubled
And also, Vic Fangio is a secondary whisperer. So,
but that linebacking core is going to be supremely important to capitalize on that cornerback position, because the Cowboys last year totally out-physicaled them overall, especially on that side with their linebackers. And, that's going to be very important for them against good old lines. So
I'm going to tell you right now, Devin White going to get cooked.
Who?
Devin White.
He going to cook or he going to get cooked?
He going to get cooked.
He is
as
fast, but boy,
he's
fed on Devontae Davis so much, and he going to possibly
Devin White over pursues really bad due to his speed.
Yeah. But I think he's going to be the number one guy over there, and because of that, it's going to be so bad for him.
Because guys that are super bad or super fast like that, a lot of times they lack the physicality to be able to go in there.
Oh no, Devin, when he wants to, he has physicality, bro. I watched him for years, bro. He has physicality.
He relies
on so quick, bro, and they're gonna turn on him when they don't like what they see. And is he gonna deal with that well? He didn't deal with it at Tampa well. How's he gonna deal with it out there?
Because it's hard when you're an undersized linebacker that's fast. Because a lot of the times you have to over pursue, because if you sit there, you sit your feet. You come and you try to absorb the block. I mean, a lot of these guys are huge and very athletic, so that's definitely a question for
But Mike, he's older now. A linebacker shows signs of basically intelligence to read your holes and read your A gaps, your B gaps, your C gaps. Like, you gotta understand your gap, your affinity. You gotta understand. Right. You gotta understand certain formations. Yeah. Like, that just shows me he's all talent and not brain.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get older, and then you have to rely on your scheme knowledge more. And you get into positions where you over pursue, or you just fully get absorbed on the block. And that's decisions that are tough, but some players overcome them, some don't. That's just the reality. So that linebacking core is going to be important.
They were a huge. It was a huge problem for them last year, and it's the same thing this year.
Really going to be because of the linebacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will say the offensive line for Dallas and some of the other teams have, in the NFC East particularly, have gone a little bit worse. So I don't see it as a problem as much. Like for a team like Dallas, their offensive line isn't as good now. So I feel like the linebacking core situation isn't going to hurt them as much in some games. But.
Let's go to the NFC West. We talked about the Rams. Let's talk about the Seattle Seahawks. What is the biggest red flag for the Seattle Seahawks?
D-line.
O-line and D-line.
That O-line is pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Like,
don't they got what's name's son over there? I don't know. Do they have Orlando Brown?
No, they don't have Orlando Brown.
No.
The Bengals have one. Well,
yeah.
I don't think he moved to a different team, so I think the Bengals still have him.
That O-line is pretty bad, and the fact that you don't have like a transcending quarterback. You have just Geno Smith, middle of the pack guy.
And I'm gonna say another thing. They said, "God damn it!" Said my boy Sam Howard looking bad. Looking bad.
Anybody could look bad behind a bad O-line.
Yeah,
that's just a given. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Those concerns are heavy to me, but
going from a bad O-line to another bad O-line. Damn, I feel for Sam Howell.
Yeah. I'm one of the philosophy that until you have a quarterback, there's no other problem that you need to solve. So I'm gonna say quarterback, but they also need pieces on their offensive line and their weapon core. I mean, their weapon core is decent, but they're gonna need pieces on their offensive line to get the talent out of a quarterback that they need.
Yeah.
So that's also it's. I mean, they're one of the more dire situations in the league, I would say.
Okay, let's go over to the 49ers. No, we'll wait for the 49ers. So we got Rams, Seattle. Who's the other team over there other than the 49ers? Who's the other team?
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals. The Cardinals. What is the biggest red flag for the Arizona Cardinals? No, it ain't Marvin Harris Jr.
They also got a bad defense.
Pretty bad.
I think my biggest red flag is who the fuck is Kyler Murray? That's like who is Kyler Murray? Like is he what he showed us in glimpse his first year or two, or is he what he was his last year? Go ahead, Mike. What you saying?
Oh yeah, Hefe.
Hefe. Were you saying something about the Cardinals?
Oh yeah, it's with the Cardinals, bro. Damn, I'm sorry.
Honestly, I think when it comes to the Cardinals right now, bro, there's so many mismatches right now. So much stuff going on with who they have, who they trying to hold on to. It's not much. It's nothing there right now to even get started on it as far as defense or even how Kyler Murray is going to produce.
So you said they started from the bottom, basically trying to figure it out.
Yeah, right now, everything's up for grabs. It's Arizona is horrible right now, and I think they need to figure out what route they're going to go as far as who Kyler Murray is going to depend on, putting an offense around him. That's let alone the defense. So, I'd say they're a mess right now.
All right, well, let's speak on my guy, my team, my secondary team. I'm not really a fan. I just like one guy on that team. The team that represented the NFC East in the Super Bowl last year. What is the biggest red flag for the San Francisco 49ers?
Brock Purdy.
Shut the fuck up, Mike.
It is, dude. It is, dude. Why are you saying shut up to me when you know it is?
It isn't.
Yes,
that's the biggest plus. We said weakness, red flag. That's a green flag.
That's just not true. That's just not true, Early. I'm not gonna let you fucking rage bait over here, bud.
The biggest red
you
flag.
hating your fellow white man is disgusting, Michael.
Why does it have to be about that, bro? It's not about
Why is
that.
everything racial with you, man? I don't.
Hell early, man.
This is a racial
What's
America.
going on
Why
with you,
am I supposed to back a white man because I'm white? What the hell?
The biggest red
Crazy. What's this
flag
guy, man?
for the 49ers is
That's
they
how a
don't
white
have,
man runs the ball.
they don't have enough money. That's the biggest red flag for the 49ers.
They
They
got a
don't
lot of
know-
niggas to pay too. Woo, they got a lot of boys to pay.
Yeah,
So, like,
their
we're
biggest red-
not even going to peep the fact they need a D tackle right now, guys.
No, they don't.
Well, I'm gonna say no, they don't. They have
no, they have
Hargrove. They have Hargrove.
yeah, Hargrove. He's decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their biggest red flag to me is
They
Brandon
lost
Ayuk.
Chase Young, but he wasn't doing shit anyway.
Nah, their biggest break. They're one of the more complete teams in the NFL, but their biggest red flag is Brandon Ayuk. Once he leaves, it's going to be hard to replace him because he's dependable. Of course, you got Deebo Samuel, but as far as a pure receiver, he's not really dependable in that aspect. They scheme him open. They do jet sweeps with him, of course. But as far as a pure receiver, pure route runner, they need that Brandon Ayuk type of guy to take the pressure off Deebo. Deebo can't be their only number one option at receiver. They need a good secondary guy. That's their biggest hole, because obviously on the defense, top to bottom, they have some star-studded guys that can play. Their defense is going to do their job. Offensive line is good. You know what they got in that tight end room. Brock Purdy is a
Do you know what they have?
is
at
above
quarterback?
that. Brock Purdy's above average quarterback, so he'll
Above
get
average?
the job. Yes, he'll get the job done. He'll get the
Is
job
Brock
done.
Purdy top 10 right now?
Yes.
No.
Right, he's right outside. I would say he's.
Well,
right
he
outside.
was waiting in the top 30
Pete,
on 100
Pete,
players, so the
Pete,
players
Pete,
think
stop.
so. Bitch ass niggas.
Wait. Someone mute early, bro. All I'm saying
They
is
gonna mute the guy. They gonna mute
top
me.
12
Damn it.
is he top 12?
I say
He's
top
top
12.
10,
Yeah,
nigga.
absolutely top 12.
He was
Yeah.
like 29th ranked, Mike.
He's somewhere around
The
top
players
15.
think he's legit,
Somewhere
nigga.
around there.
I don't care what the
He's
players
top
think,
15.
to be honest, bro.
Not think what the players
He's
think.
top
about it.
12. He's top 12. Easily.
Nah, I'm more comfortable
So
saying
is
he's top 15.
Tua better than Brock Purdy?
Fuck
They're-
no.
they're-
Tua. I give the slightest
Anything I
Brock.
say, yeah, you guys
They're
agree.
in the same ballpark,
Is
bro.
Baker Mayfield better than Brock Purdy?
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
Is
Brock
Trevor
Purdy-
Lawrence? Is Trevor Lawrence
I
better
don't
than
know.
Brock Purdy?
No,
I take
no,
Brock
he's not.
Purdy.
No, he's not.
I take Brock Purdy. I'm sorry. I would.
What?
I take Brock
Trevor
Purdy.
Lawrence isn't better than Brock Purdy. So
Yes,
you
No,
would
I
be
take
saying-
Brock Purdy right now over Trevor Lawrence. I'm sorry. I gotta see more from him. I gotta see
Yeah,
more.
thank you, Brandon.
He's too
Thank you.
up and down with these turnovers. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I'm
I
sorry.
think they're the same, man. I think they're the
No,
same.
they're
I think
not.
Brock Purdy
Brock
looks like
makes-
that if he
makes-
doesn't have such a good team.
Oh,
I think it's
How many
think
times
you just
last
hate
year
Brock
did we
Purdy,
see Trevor
Michael.
Lawrence have those
Oh, my
bonehead plays?
God.
How many times do we see those?
How
We saw
many
that every
times
single
did
game
we?
last year.
We saw in the games where the Niners didn't
I
play
can't.
up to
I'm
their
gonna
max.
let it go. I could.
We saw
I'm
Brock
gonna let it
Purdy.
go.
We saw Brock Purdy make
You could do
mistakes.
nothing,
They
Mike.
lost
Edward
3 games
Riddell.
in a row.
Shut up.
Bro.
They
They
shit
absolutely
out Brock
the
did.
Niners-
They
the Niners-
absolutely
the
did.
Niners-
But was it
wait,
because
wait.
of Brock Purdy or because of the team underperformed?
Oh, so
As a
it wasn't
team,
because
as a
Brock
team.
Purdy underperformed. It wasn't because Brock Purdy underperformed.
It
They
wasn't
lost
just
3
because of
games
him.
in a row.
I
We
don't
talking
blame
about
him.
we talking the Super Bowl, Mike?
No, we're talking about in the regular season, the 3 games in a row that they lost. That wasn't because Trent Williams was injured. Their team wasn't to their max potential, where everything was working.
Also,
for them. In the
I
games
think
where
for
Brock
2 of those
Purdy-
games,
No,
Ayuk was out too.
No,
Bro.
Debo was out.
Wait,
Ayuk
hold on.
was out.
in the
Debo was out.
games, in the
Ayuk
games,
missed the game though.
No. The Ayuk was there.
Debo was mainly the guy that was a revolving door.
bro, in the games
injury room.
where Brock Purdy got to the stats that he
Medical
got to,
room, injury room.
it was all games where they were up 20. Most of those games. What are the games where it was close or the Niners weren't firing on all cylinders? You got
Okay,
the Ravens. You got the 3 games they lost. In the playoffs, he played good, but I wouldn't say he played great. He played fine. He played fine to good. That's all that I got from Brock Purdy. So to say,
But did he
Mike,
not
your
come
anger,
back?
your anger for
Did
Brock
he not
Purdy
come back
comes
down
down. That's
2
number one.
times
I'm
in
just
a
saying
row
it's
in
the
the
biggest
playoffs
disconnect.
to win the game? We
Earl-
play to win the game.
Earl, I blame you.
Who did he
because
come
his
back
anger
again?
stems from
And then they
you
lost.
bigging
Come
up
back
Brock
again,
Purdy.
Earl?
If you didn't big up Brock Purdy the way you did, Mike wouldn't have this sort
Oh,
of.
I started it. I
he
started
wouldn't
all this
have
Brock
this sort
Purdy
of problem
talk.
with Brock
I
Purdy
started it.
No.
because he knows Brock Purdy is an above average quarterback, but he doesn't want to give you
No,
That is
no,
fact.
no,
I'm telling you
no.
that.
Wait, hold
He does
on,
not
hold
wanna
on.
give-
Hold on,
I
because
mean, the white man
asked
had
you.
his own kind, baby.
No, I don't think he's a top 12 quarterback. I think he's like top. I think he's like 13, 14, 15. I don't think
So
he's
he's
a top.
above
You
average.
can't
You
name
agree he's
12
above average.
quarterbacks better than Brock Purdy, Michael.
I could name 12 quarterbacks.
Michael,
better
right
than Brock
now,
Purdy.
$20 to your
All right,
name.
hold on,
We
hold
all
on, hold
agree.
on.
Name
Hold on,
12
hold on.
guys right now.
All
let me
agree.
bring it up.
That
Hold
is so sneaky. I heard that. All agree. Full of shit, bro.
What do you say?
12 guys right now better than Brock Purdy.
Wait, hold on. Let me get the list up.
You gotta put up a list, nigga. You don't have.
I need a list with the last
That
couple
shit should
names.
be in your heart,
Oh,
Mike.
okay.
It should be in your heart.
Hold on.
Mahomes, Burrow,
I'll give you. No. I don't need a list for the first like 5, but I just need to pull it up. All right.
Yeah, we
We'll
ordered
go
a list for the first
Mahomes.
5. We never said it was top 5.
We'll go Mahomes. We'll go Allen. We'll go Lamar. We'll go
Mahomes,
CJ
Allen.
Stroud. We'll go Justin Herbert. We'll go Matt Stafford. That's 7. We'll go Aaron Rodgers right now, bruh.
Keep cooking.
Aaron Rodgers, come on now. He didn't even play last year. We're not doing that.
We'll go Jordan Love.
Deshaun Watson?
Season, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers over Brock Purdy.
Who the fuck said Deshaun Watson? Get out
Who
of
the
here.
fuck said Deshaun Watson?
No, not Deshaun.
No, that doesn't count on my list. I'm at 7 right now. I'm taking Dak Prescott over Brock Purdy. I'm taking Jalen Hurts over Brock Purdy.
Jalen Hurts, okay.
That's
Now
9.
you're getting shaky.
And then I said Jordan Love, so that's 10.
Wait,
Hold
you
on,
take
hold on,
Jalen
wait a
Hurts
minute,
over
wait a
Brock
minute,
Purdy
wait,
right
hold on.
now.
Come back. Let's one more time.
No,
Let's go
Mark?
again. Let's go again.
Who made this the argument?
I'll start
Brock
from the
Purdy's not Jalen Hurts.
I'll start from the beginning. Patrick
Let's go.
Mahomes.
I don't know what's going on.
Let him finish. Patrick Mahomes.
Wait. So 1, Patrick Mahomes. 2, Josh Allen. 3, Joe Burrow. 4, CJ Stroud. 6, Lamar Jackson. Or 5, Lamar Jackson. 6, Jalen Hurts. 7, Dak Prescott. 8, Justin Herbert. 9, Jordan Love. 10, Aaron Rodgers. Low key, bro. Jared Goff. I'm taking Jared Goff over Brock Purdy for 12.
Listen, I'll give you.
Then
I'm gonna be real with you, Mike. I'll give you Jared Goff before I give you Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is
Bro, I don't even know why we giving him Dak Prescott, bro. Like,
Where was Joe Burrow?
He mentioned Joe Burrow,
Yeah,
but
he
you haven't
did.
mentioned Kyler Murray.
Yeah, Kyler.
Kyler Murray is better than Brock Purdy.
Bro, it's
Cut
fucking.
it out.
It's a
Kyler is not the guy, man. He's not.
What has Brock Purdy
Other than
done?
mobility. First of all, when is Kyler Murray? What?
Goodness, bro. Brock Purdy's brainwashed.
Bro, Caleb Williams might be better than Brock Purdy this year.
yo, we talking crazy.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Can we be real, guys? You know what Kyler Murray would be? Hold up, wait a minute. Let me say this. Do you know what Kyler Murray would be if he wasn't fast? Me, nigga. He would be me. He would be 5'8".
What do you?
Nigga,
That's the mutest point I've
If
ever
Brock
heard.
Purdy didn't have legs, he would not be a player in the NFL. He couldn't.
Brock Purdy barely uses his legs, you son of a bitch. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Rodell,
Every time Kyler Murray says any play, he's a fucking mouse.
Rodell, Mike.
No, dude.
In your honest opinion, other than mobility, as a pure passer, forget the mobility. We all know Kyler Murray is one of the fastest in the league. We get all that. As a pure passer, you look at him and you go, wow, this guy can really throw the football. He really has arm talent.
Dude,
oh, absolutely not.
He has a way stronger arm than Brock Purdy.
He got a deep ball. He got a deep ball.
Way stronger
He is
arm
not
than
that
Brock
accurate, guys.
Wait,
He's not accurate.
Not
accurate.
I have a question.
The only thing I will give Brock Purdy is the intermediate game, and he still throw ducks. Like,
oh
my God.
Like,
this is Brock Purdy.
I have a question.
But
I have a question for B. I have a question for B. So Kyler Murray.
He roots for Tua because they're both fucking. What are you guys again? I'm sorry.
Hawaiian?
Polynesian.
Oh, Polynesian. I'm sorry.
Wait. So question. Let's say Kyler Murray goes to the Niners. So so you're not.
He wouldn't be able to see over Trent Williams.
Kyler Murray than Brock Purdy. I'm taking Kyler Murray over Brock Purdy right now. Yes.
For sure.
100%. I've seen Kyler Murray do things. You never know what a quarterback's potential.
I think Brock Purdy's a better quarterback for the Cardinals than him.
Bro, so are we saying that Brock Purdy is such a great intermediate thrower? Or are we saying that Mike Shanahan's offense and the players they have around him make it so that he's able to throw intermediate that efficiently?
Does Kyler Murray, let's be real, Mike. Does Kyler Murray win that game? Mike, does Kyler Murray win that game versus the Lions and versus the
Who else did they play?
Absolutely not.
Packers.
Dude,
Your
boy,
boy, Jordan Love.
I don't see why they couldn't win. I don't see
beating
why
the Packers because Jordan Love's going to choke again.
Uh-huh.
And then against the Lions, he's not going to be down because he'll be able to move the ball down the field.
That's what I'm
Unlike
saying.
Brock Purdy, who couldn't move the ball down the field.
Brandon?
Yeah.
Now he won't be down.
Watch for those.
Sons of bitches.
No, you cannot. We're uncookable right now. You can't.
We're
stop it.
uncookable right now.
It's a duo right now.
That's just what a white man would say.
Whoa!
I'm kidding.
Don't bring race into it, bro. Don't
Hey,
do that.
wait a minute. Hey, Mo, don't think I ain't hear you say Deshaun, nigga. Try to mute yourself.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, Mo, you crazy.
You guys said Deshaun, ain't nobody said Deshaun.
That man is cooked.
Nigga said Deshaun.
Mo. Question. Is Deshaun?
Easy said, who the fuck said Deshaun?
No, is Deshaun?
I think no, I wouldn't say right now. No, he's not.
Is he top 12?
The first.
That nigga Mo is stuck in 2020.
Is Deshaun Watson?
I be trying to tell him, bro.
Is Deshaun Watson better than Brock Purdy, Mo?
Not right. I wouldn't say right now. This very second. No.
That nigga cooked.
So
But I think as the overall quarterback, I think there's been a lot going on for Deshaun Watson, and you can say what y'all can say, but the dude just been through over a year's of full
massages
and going.
I
hear you. You ain't gotta. You don't have to agree. But the dude just went after being through all of that.
Hey, that nigga, y'all. The report said, hold on. The report said the nigga had like 150 massages in 1 year. When I say he got to be the most untense nigga I've ever, he's the loosest nigga you've ever seen on the football field.
I mean, more like the horniest, dude.
Hey, but let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Do you think any of those women would disagree when he was paying? They was getting paid for it.
Hey.
We're getting No, let's not go any further. Let's not go any further.
Motherfucking move on.
Stop it out. We're getting canceled right now.
NFC North.
Yeah, let's move on,
Please.
Because I'm
Let me say this to all those women that suffer. I'm sorry that happened to you. You deserve to be blessed.
Mo, you got one more strike.
We are out of
there. Strike, Mo. You can't.
One more time and you're through. One more time and you're through.
We spoke on the Packers. Now we have Detroit. We have the Vikings, and then we have the Bears. What is the biggest red flag for the Bears? Well, the Vikings.
Quarterback.
Yeah, it's quarterback.
Quarterback. That's for sure. I think they're a solid team. I really think they're a solid team.
I'll give them that. They have a great coaching staff.
Yeah.
I mean,
that coach they have. I love him.
Their corner situation is also kind of scary because who are they paying big money to at corner right now?
Their corners are pretty
Byron
bad.
Murphy?
And it doesn't help that obviously what happened with Kyrie.
They're paying, dude. Their number one corner is not good, and they're paying him good money. And
yeah, they don't have a good cornerback room. I agree.
Yeah, they number one corner is Brian Murphy, right?
Yeah, it was Brian Murphy. Okay, I wasn't sure.
And he's buns.
Yeah, he was not a good signing. So I think that's
barbecue chicken.
All right, what's the biggest red flag? We can move on there. What's the they gotta get it together over there. What's the biggest red flag for the I just said the Vikings? Oh, the Bears. Biggest red flag for the Bears.
Damn.
I'm gonna go first. The coaching staff.
I don't even really hate their coaching staff. The biggest red flag is can Caleb Williams live up to the expectation? I mean,
because he has everything he needs.
Yeah.
Does he have everything he needs? Will we say that?
Does he?
Well, I would say they
not have
pass rush, but that's about it.
I think
that O-line still needs a little work.
That was my.
I mean, the little work ain't what Justin Fields. They got it better than what Justin Fields had.
Their O-line is average. So
I think their line is the biggest question mark, only because if you want Caleb Williams to live up to the hype and reach to those levels, I need good offensive line play. I need him to be able to have time in there and really show who he is as a quarterback, which is that, sit around in the pocket a little bit, manipulate it, throw a deep ball, throw an intermediate ball. These things are going to develop.
USC, Mike, I'm gonna say this, Mike. I'm gonna let you finish. I watched him in USC. If he has to scramble out of the pocket and improvise, he can get in too much of a groove of that where he wants to do it too much. Like once he starts improvising, he gets stuck on improvising and tries to win games by himself. He needs structure.
early, but we've seen prototypes like that before. And I'm not saying that Caleb Williams is the next Mahomes or anything, but we've seen Josh Allen, who was absolutely horrible at Wyoming with turnovers, and he went to the Bills, and he still had trouble, but he was able to tone it down. I'm just saying, like in college, you're going to be more prone to rush out of the pocket because it's a different game like that. Like there's a lot of situations where scrambling works way more in college than it does in the NFL. So there's some players that don't benefit from that, but the players that become great are the ones that get in the system and are able to be used correctly where their negatives aren't shown as much. So I think like their O-line and their run game is going to be big for them, because if you can work off the play action with Caleb Williams, then like that's kind of the way you want to go, to use that elusiveness and out of pocket like awareness.
Okay. Last but not least, what is the biggest red flag for the Detroit Lions?
I would have to say, yeah.
Probably.
Can we go cornerback room? Cornerback room.
I mean, they did pick up Arnold from Alabama. They do have Corey Davis, who was easily the best corner for the Buccaneers last year.
You said they have
Carlton Davis.
Oh, Carlton Davis. Oh, okay, yeah. Carlton Davis is a solid. He's a solid corner.
Solid.
Yeah.
Carlton Davis is good.
Their linebacker core is pretty meh, and then their pass.
That kid Campbell gonna be good, bro. That kid Campbell was gonna be good. He was a rookie.
They got I like Anazalon. What's his name? Anazalon.
Anazaloni or something like that.
Yeah, whatever his name is. I like him too. Actually, I think he's a good guy. I like.
Dude, he can play. Yeah, he can play.
I think it's the D line. I think you need someone around Hutchinson. I think that's
D tackle. I would say D tackle.
No. Their defensive tackle is amazing. I think he's about top 5.
They got DJ Reader from the Bengals.
I'm about to say they got DJ Reader. DJ Reader likes that.
No, not DJ Reader. The other guy. What's his name? I forget. The other defensive tackle. Not Reader.
They got Reader and fucking Hutchinson. That's crazy.
You talking about McNeil?
McNeil can play. Do not sleep on McNeil. Trust me. McNeil can play. He's a great run stuffer. Pretty good at pass rush too.
I like Derek Barnes too. I think Campbell will be a guy. He will be good, but I like Barnes too.
Barnes did our playoff run last year.
Yeah, I like Barnes. And again, I think Arnold is from Alabama. He's a press god. Like he's really good to press. And you know what? I seen some flashes from Stephen Gilmore's little brother that I think if they develop a little bit more, he can be a pretty good guy in the slot.
Be safe, man.
This is my whole conversation. All right. Last conversation. Football. It's cool. Football is back tomorrow. The Hall of Fame game. It's the Chicago Bears versus the Houston Texans. What are you most looking forward to seeing in tomorrow's game, even if it's just for a drive or two?
CJ motherfucking Stroud. That motherfucking Stroud, dog. CJ Stroud can ball, man.
CJ Stroud's not playing in that game, bro.
If King Bell and Romo and Dunze play, then I'll pay attention to what they're doing.
Is Caleb Williams playing?
No, probably not.
Is playing.
What the fuck are we doing, man? Back in the day, quarterbacks played 2 times. What happened to the preseason?
Yeah, I don't really care.
They got more regular season games. That's why they want to save these guys.
Well, they about to add 18 fucking regular season games now.
I know. I don't like that. I really don't like that. But it's for market. It's for the market.
Nah,
well, what if he gets injured?
Yo, they're gonna start having quarterbacks who's got to play an extra game or two, bro.
Why though? But what if they get injured?
Well, when you're good, honestly, when you're good,
you can get injured in
your last game or two. In football now, that 17 to 18 game, most niggas don't even play them. If your team had a good season, them games.
Exactly.
It's a whole game, though. I mean, like,
hey, more football. That is a good thing. I don't care what nobody.
It's not good for the players overall.
The players will be.
You are so selfish, Riddell. Riddell is one of them. They're getting paid out of money. Get out there.
Hey. You're getting a little bit more millions of dollars in your pocketbook every year.
Yeah, and your brain could be
Campbell's tomato soup.
They
by the time you
played-
call
that
it,
right
by the
there,
time
Riddell.
you're
Okay.
Riddell, that right
They
there, is that
decided
fucking
to
slave
play
mentality.
football. So I mean,
And
they know
that's
the
that
risk.
slave mentality, man.
It's still the reality,
That's
though.
the
There's
slave
still,
mentality.
there's
It's not-
still
They
negative
signed up for
to play
16
football.
games, not 18 now.
They
Now,
chose to
those
play-
extra 2
play
games,
football.
there's
But
more
there's
risk
still
of getting hurt.
Riddell, but there's still negative effects that they still
Yeah,
you
you understand
not-
the risk when you play football.
That's
yeah.
almost like, hold up, Riddell. That's
reality
almost like you
still
work a
happens.
job,
You
right?
have to make the
You work a
decision.
job. You supposed to work 8 hours.
Let me
right?
hear
Your
how
boss
this
say,
is
hey,
gonna
Riddell,
equate to the
I know
NFL.
you're supposed to work 8 hours
so
there, but I need you
curious.
to work 11. And you go, come on, man. He goes, shut up. I'll put some money in your pocket. Get back to work.
No. Say that again. Let me see if this equates to the NFL. Say it again.
I said, if you had a job, right, where you were getting paid, right, good money, right, and your boss said you're supposed to work 8 hours, and then he came to you in the middle of your shift when you already had shit to do, and he was like, hey, man, I need you to work 11 hours a day. You go, man, all right. He goes, shut up. I'll put your money in your pocket. Keep working.
But they don't have shit to do. They knew the season was going to be 18 games or 17 games.
But you
So
do realize
they
that
played
you do
around.
realize that more games mean more wear and tear on your body, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he's one of them. He's one of them.
like
One of them.
I'm sorry. I'm like
Back in the day, you'd have rooted for the Lions to
I'm-
the fucking
I
Gladiators.
agree with what you're saying, Hurley, but
I'm
honestly,
thinking
in my
about Duke
opinion,
of Warrior
I think
for
that
you.
would give. I think that gives a lot of the guys that's coming up, you know, with a better opportunity to showcase their talent. So I think that would be
In
good.
a real season game?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Next time, I'll be more considerate of these guys, man. They have to play one more game. It's tough.
I'm gonna get you a whip for Christmas, Riddell.
Oh damn, man. Hey, you know it's crazy. So hey, every time we used to have like 14 regular season games. The moment we hit 15, oh man, the wear and tear, man. The wear and tear. 16.
No, it's not.
Oh my god, the wear and tear.
No, it's not
The wear and
that.
tear.
I think 16 is actually perfect.
You're an
I think
asshole.
16 is
Riddell,
actually perfect.
that's making no. That's being
Hey,
way too simplistic.
We're
about
trying
it.
to make the sport safer, right? With rules that you guys complain about.
It's because
Y'all,
of
you know what's funny? Y'all were complaining about how they don't get hit anymore, but now it's wear and tear.
No. We only brought that point up. We only brought that point up and showing the difficulty of guys performing and performance-wise back then versus now. We never said we wanted to go back to that.
Yeah, that was just insane how they were playing.
I don't want
and
no
your
more.
body
It helped
language
it helped
is
our
not
argument
equal.
that it was a lot
want no more
harder
of that.
to sit there and go up and jump and catch the ball over the middle when you're gonna get whacked across the head.
Now it's we don't want to go back to that. Right.
That's
Riddell,
because of
we
what
got them old
Pull up
niggas
the
that
clips
saying
where
the
we
game ain't
said
what it
we
used
wish
to be.
that football would play like how it was back in the day. Pull up the clip that we said that, or did we just say it was
I'm
hard?
sure. Hey, I feel like it exists. I know
We'll
it's
pull it up. I want to
in
see
the
it.
archive.
I want to
When
see
you
you
find
saying
it, when you find it, you let me know. But you'll never
No,
find
early.
it.
You've 100% been like, I just wait till those times come back or some shit like that before, bro. Like,
I know it exists.
What the fuck is
I'm
my
sorry, that was a bad.
I
impression.
literally only
I'm
my
not
only
a
argument
fucking.
again
I'm
was
not a
to say
comedian.
that basically the game when you poo poo.
No,
I just think it's more impressive for a guy like Marvin Harrison or Andre Johnson put up 50 70 yards in a time where it was a run heavy situation versus now where literally every quarterback throws damn near 50 times a game. That's all I was saying because the rule changes. Being crackback, being leading with your helmet, like shit like that, being blindsided and the defensive receiver. I just thought it was harder. That's all I said. I never said I want them to have to deal with that now because I know what that did to a lot of our guys back then, what it did to them nowadays. A lot of guys, CTE and things of that nature. Like, I don't want to see no more Antonio Browns and Vontaze Burfict. I don't want to see it no more. I think the game is better for our players in the long run. And I'm at the age now, bro, where I got family in the league. Guys like Stephon and Tavon Diggs. Guys like motherfucking Zachary Pascal. Like, I got actual niggas who not only I went to school with, but I actually am related to or I actually know personally that play in the league now. I don't want that shit to go back to what it used to be, but I do believe that in today's era, when y'all chalk up certain people, we're going to have to start looking back and saying, okay, if a nigga do 2,100 yards in the season, rushing or passing, or receiving, nigga, with 2 extra games, I bet the fuck so.
All right.
Anyhow, one thing I will say is that with the NFL making the league like as safe as they can and doing all these rule changes, I mean, they're doing the best they can to make it as safe as possible.
That hip drop tackle shit is ridiculous. I do not agree with that.
Basically, what you're saying,
Man,
what they're doing is they're basically saying that
shit is
you
crazy.
have to go out there. What they're basically doing is they're basically saying, that, okay, cool, we're gonna add more games, but that's not even for us. That's really for them. That's really for more money.
It's for the
I mean,
market.
Because we're
for the market. Get more money.
Well, hold on. Let's be very clear what the NFL is. It's an entertainment business.
Absolutely.
Of course, it's for the fans. Like, no, duh. It's not.
But then don't
what it is.
don't
for the
your
fans.
argument be that they're making the game safer. Yeah, they're not. I mean, yeah, of course, because you want your money in your pocket. So of course you're making it safer.
Hold on. They want money in their pocket, but they also there are actual people who care about the safety of these players, just like you.
Yeah.
So they do want more.
But think about this.
Wait,
I watched a guy almost down the field 2 years ago, right? And I watched guys literally say, "What the fuck is going on? Let's get this game going." And wasn't for the fact that the players basically said, "We're not going back out there. We can't deal with it." Where they quit the game. If the players were cool to play again, they would have gradually let the players go back out there, even though the nigga almost died. They were cool with that.
I mean, a lot of these people didn't know what was
going on. Fuck that, bro. They was out there the next week. They was out there the next week, bro.
Wait, at the end of the day, as
I mean, there's gonna be like heartless people, but that's fine. Like
cutthroat business. Yeah, shit twisted.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like it's a cutthroat industry and it's an entertainment business. So, because of years of neglect from players and guys getting CTE and getting absolutely punished now, because that the world is more focused on safety and especially for players, a lot of parents don't want their kids playing football. These are the things that they do to push the perception in the other direction of we're letting our players skip games and is it necessarily helping? I don't necessarily know, but this is just how it's going to be because I
don't think football is losing participation.
No, it's not losing participators. I'm just saying the general consensus of the public and what they think about, especially with sports and stuff, is safety, especially with football.
No, football actually. Hold up, real quick, Mike. Statistics actually show that less kids are actually in. Less parents are actually putting it. It's down like 30%. Kids actually putting their Pop Warners like that. Those numbers are way down.
The popularity
parents are literally not. The numbers for baseball, basketball are up because of the recent CTE thing that happened over the last couple of years. People are actually not playing football as much as they used to, and parents are not putting their guys in football. Yes. You got football players who literally say they would never put their kids in, ex-football players who literally would say they would never put their kids in football.
I mean, of course they're going to say that. Also, they're rich enough to pay for the best training for them to be an NBA or MLB player. So honestly, their opinion's kind of skewed. But let me look up the amount of.
I mean, there's always going to
be insight, or it could be just insight.
But there's always going to be.
That's understandable when boxers and shit say that. But when football players are saying there's a lot more going on.
The reason why I don't think that's
still the most cutthroat league when it comes to in sports, dog. How they pay people, how they look at players. They are very cutthroat, bro.
Yeah,
of course. But the reason why the participation thing, I'm not completely sure because football is also getting more popular all across the world too. So there's more kids in different countries that also now want to play football. Now that it's becoming a little bit more international. So,
but something getting more popular don't mean the numbers are going up as people want to play it.
More
popular just basically means that more people are getting notice of it.
But at the end of the day,
they added fucking London games and shit. That has something to do with that too.
But
more people are going to want to play the sport and potentially go in the NFL.
But there's no denying that the NFL is still it's the most popular sport when it comes to ratings. So even if the amount of the population,
it's not even close,
the player base is lower, there's still always going to be. There's still always going to be people that are going to be willing to put their self on the line to make that much money and play the game that they love. So to me, it's not necessarily an issue of them losing the player base. It's just in a time like this.
But Mike, if you're 6'7", 250,
so the perception is
if you're 6'7", 250, would you rather be Calais Campbell or
I'd be Aaron Judge, but
would you rather be Aaron Judge? Yeah,
I'm a baseball player by heart. That's my favorite sport, so I'd have to be Aaron
Hold on.
They signed guaranteed contracts in baseball.
It depends on the person.
Long contracts in baseball.
Yeah, but it's
long money too, bro. Long money, bro.
Baseball is still the sport to go to. But the difference between baseball and basketball and football, the truth is, one, You have to be a certain size to play those sports.
Yeah,
compared to football.
no, not
And
baseball. Basketball, yes.
No,
Basketball,
baseball,
yeah,
you have to be.
No,
you
baseball, you have to be
benching
tall,
at least
too.
like 300, 350.
No, you don't.
Dude,
You
you
have
have
to
to
be
be
tall to
able to
play
ball 400 fucking feet early.
No, you
in the
don't. There are
basketball.
small guys in baseball. There are guys that are
No,
big in
but
baseball.
every single MLB player has the ability to hit a home run in a game. So you have to be able
But
to
that
hit
don't make
home
you
runs.
that you
Bro,
know.
I didn't see it was not no 300 pounds, man.
Hitting home runs ain't got shit to do with strength. You know that, right, Mike?
No.
Hitting
Yes,
home runs
it
has to do with
does.
technique.
What are you talking about? You have to
Hold on, Mike. One
Mike,
second.
it doesn't.
So I just want to be clear.
It matters a lot.
Hold on. I just want to be clear. In the NBA, I agree you have to be taller, but the average height in the MLB is 6'1". So you still have to be above average height. The average male height is 5'11".
Or
So
you have to be
above
super
average
strong.
height.
It's
But that's
actually
not,
5'9".
hold on. That's not crazy.
It's 5'9".
And in terms of being in the outfield, you have to be tall for sure. And the thing is, the point I was going to make is size, especially for the NBA, but for both sports, MLB and NBA, it's harder than the NFL. Like those sports are harder to play in terms of skill.
I give you that.
Than in the NFL.
Yeah.
Quarterback. That's and maybe corner, but mostly quarter. Like
MLB
MLB and NBA take so much more skill compared to the NFL.
But are you calling the NFL players stupid?
I said skill.
Hell no.
Bro, have you ever seen what a pitcher can do with a ball, bro? That shit look like it'll roll off the fucking table, bro.
Bro, like if you don't think these guys, dude, if you don't think these guys throwing 97, 100 miles an hour can't bench at least like 300, you're out of your freaking mind, dude. All these dudes are benching hella. When you're
no, I don't. I don't. Every nigga who throws 90 ball an hour can bench 300. No, I don't.
Bro, they're benching 250 to 300, bro. Paul Skeens, how much do you think he lifts?
Mike, it's not just strength. It's also technique.
Technique, Mike.
200 pounds.
Mostly
Mike,
technique,
not
but
strength.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you a prime example, right?
Involved, yes,
I'm gonna give you a prime example, right?
As well.
I'm gonna give you a prime example.
Matters, but
I'm gonna give you a prime
athletic
example.
ability.
The guy at the bottom of me was small as shit in high school. Brandon was very small. Brandon can throw a football 50 yards.
Dude,
Brandon was like 5'7", 165 pounds.
Okay, dude, when I was in like
technique.
elementary school, at the smallest person on my baseball team, I could throw the hardest. Yeah, that doesn't
So
mean
you just
anything
made our
wrong.
point, Mike. You don't have to be big.
No, you're talking about. I'm talking about in the
basketball.
major leagues. In the major leagues, these guys are throwing 94, 95, dude. You have to have muscle and you have to have bat speed in order to connect to be able to hit a ball that goes 400 feet. I don't think you understand how much strength you have to have in order to do
I don't even think baseball.
I don't think a lot of y'all understand what it takes to hold on to the fucking bat, hitting the ball going 90 plus miles per hour, bro.
Dude, Aaron Judge is like 6'8", 260.
So do you think Pedro Martinez can bench 300?
Dude, you are ridiculous because Pedro Martinez is an outlier in a very, very strict rule. You're talking about one guy who is 5'9", who's probably the best pitcher on a dominant stretch of all time.
You think Marcus Stroman can play? You think Marcus
Marcus
Stroman
is mid. There's a reason why he's mid. If he could throw 95, he'd be better.
Mike,
he's straight up just mid. He's had one good season in the league.
As far as bench pressing, I don't really think they're.
I'm just saying they're strong, bro.
They can't be strong. They can't be strong, but as far as the bench pressing,
but you understand how much it is to bench press 300?
Yeah,
NFL receivers who are fucking niggas are 250, 230, 225 who can't fucking bench 300. Mike bench 300.
Well, I'm just saying,
crazy.
As far as bench press,
200, 250, bro. These guys are bench pressing that much. You don't.
Well, receivers don't need to bench.
I really don't think they are. I don't think they're doing bench presses that much. They have strength, they have strength, yes, but the mechanics it takes to play baseball is not solely based off bench pressing.
That's not
what they're training for. They're training for explosiveness. They're training for explosiveness. And they're training for the
hand-eye speed coordination is crazy.
No, not just that. They're fast twitch muscle fibers. They're training for that. And bench pressing really decreases your fast twitch muscle fibers. That's why you don't bench press as much. It's restricted. It's strain on the shoulders. They don't train for that.
I mean,
not to mention, what about them guys? What about the guys who are not just 90-mile-an-hour pitchers? What about the guys who have great curveballs? What about the guys like that? Like the guys who can trick you with their passes, other than just throwing 95 straight balls at you?
They're training for elasticity
if you're throwing 93
and for quickness.
Dude, trust me.
I don't think they're bench pressing. The bench
Yeah,
pressing
I
argument
don't think the bench press is the best mark to compare.
Yeah,
but like,
I'm not saying.
I'm not
I'm
saying
just
they're
saying
not
these
strong.
guys are strong.
No, I would say batters are bench pressing more than pitchers and shit. I would say batters bench press more than them.
I'll give them batters are probably stronger
Like
because
the
the ability to swing a bat because especially like some certain guys like you know how heavy fucking Aaron Judge bat is. Like certain guys,
bro. Big Bobby too, bro. Big Bobby
bro.
too.
Adolis Garcia benches
Big
like
Bobby was strong as shit.
Bro, Adolis Garcia benches like 400. Tyler O'Neill benches like 365.
But guys like him, guys
Tyler
like
O'Neill's
Stroud, guys
5'10".
like Harper are big fucking guys.
Harper, Tyler.
What about my man that played for the Padres or my man with the dreads?
Tatis probably could bench like a good amount. I don't know about like 300, but yeah.
Dude, I don't think they're practicing bench pressing that much. I really don't think all these guys can bench.
They're not bench pressing 300, but they're bench benching more than you think. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, we all recognize like these guys have to be strong.
Yeah, they have to be
but
strong.
NFL, you have to be more strong. NFL, you have to be more strong. NFL.
I'm about to say, guys are easily stronger in the NFL.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It's not even.
Yeah, I never said.
I don't think McCutcheon benches fucking a fucking 300 or fucking Ronald Acuna Jr. None of them niggas bench fucking 300.
They don't bench under 200. They don't bench. They probably bench 200.
But Mike, I can bench 200, nigga. That ain't a lot. You said
no,
3.
I'm saying
three. With that extra 100 pounds is a motherfucker.
I'm saying 225. Like, bro, they're not benching like anywhere.
We're into here. How many guys you think can bench 225? Like how they do the combine. How many guys in baseball you think?
There's not a lot. There's not a lot, bro. That is not normal. Niggas cannot just walk in the gym. Listen, bro, I love to lift, bro. A lot of niggas cannot walk in the gym and bench 225. It is not normal.
Oh yeah, it's a very small
You're out of
percentage
your
of
mind.
people could do.
These guys are peak.
Who can bench it more than 10 times?
Bro, Shohei
We talking
Ohtani,
about
Aaron
one.
Judge.
You might be able to get one off, Mike. I'm talking about 10, 12, 15 times.
The top 20
kind of a benchmark.
Do it at least 8 to 10 times, I think. At least, bro.
Yeah, that's the standard for football. 225. That's the standard. You can't bench that. They go. Nigga,
they make everybody
do
bench 25.
Yeah,
the receivers, the running backs, the quarterbacks, the tight ends, the corners, the safeties. Everybody has to do 225 a couple times.
I think more baseball players bench 225 than you think.
But all I'm saying is that baseball.
I'm not comparing it.
Basketball is skill. Football is one of the easiest things to do, but football is also pure speed and pure fucking strength.
It's not fully.
Also, I want to preface this before people get like too emotional. Just because we're saying something's easier doesn't make it easy.
Yeah,
like, NFL is still not easy. It's just compared to other sports, we're saying it's easier. I feel like people get a little emotional just because we're using the word easy, but the NFL is still extremely hard, like extremely hard. So.
No, but baseball is mainly based off of being limber and athletic.
But we got to be fair though, Riddell. NFL has the most players. Like there is no other sport where you got 53 niggas on a roster. So it's more possibility to make NFL than it is to make a fucking a basketball roster.
And
that's why I said the NFL is, in terms of like. Let me think. No, I would say rugby is probably easier than NFL. I'm trying to think of sports that are easier to get into compared to the NFL to be at the pro level. Maybe rugby, maybe lacrosse, maye.
Well, rugby is low-key the NFL. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's not soccer either. Soccer.
Soccer is way too hard for
Soccer is first of all, soccer endurance-wise. Like if you listen. I'm gonna say this, and we can
just play soccer, bro.
If you can play soccer for literally like I'm talking about dog, like just do this, no funny, because a lot of times soccer is really a foreign thing. Go in any neighborhood, whether you're LA, Detroit, Chicago, go to your soccer field where a beautiful Mexican, Spanish guys are playing, and say I got next. The same way how you do football, basketball, you can wait. I'm gonna say this out. You can leave a basketball court and say I got next.
Boxers have
go on the soccer field. Where the Spanish and the Mexicans are playing at and say I got next and see if they'll dog walk you. I'm talking about it'll be a Spanish nigga the same size as Hefe. Dog walk you. He will dog walk you.
Boxers have the best endurance, and that's overtime.
Dude, when
if you were good at soccer, you were probably a beast in the bedroom. No funny.
Boxers have the best endurance in pure sport.
Dude, when I played,
Whoa! When it comes to becoming a pro boxing,
No. I'm talking about endurance.
No. I know. I'm just thinking of something.
But would you hold Brandon?
Boxing,
Boxing,
you become a
I know you
pro
would have that boxer.
Bro,
Boxing or
you
soccer?
can be
Endurance
blessed.
wise.
With boxing, you can be blessed with certain abilities, bro. Like Deontay Wilder is one of the worst boxers of all time, but he is one of the highest KO artists of all time. He hits harder than anybody in boxing history, but he can't box for shit.
No, I'm talking about pure endurance. I'm talking about
I think boxing.
I'm with you, but now I got a question because we're talking about sports that are easier than the NFL to get into in the pros. I feel like you could argue boxing it's easier to get into the NFL in terms of being a pro boxer. Easier than being a pro.
I don't agree.
Bro,
nowadays,
I want to be very clear with what I'm about to say. KSI became a pro in boxing after boxing for like a couple of years.
So did Jake Paul and Logan.
So did Jake Paul and Logan Paul.
That's
it is easier to get.
You're not naming real boxers. You're naming gimmicky guys.
I'm either one of those guys for the real boxer that get their ass kicked.
But they have professional boxing licenses, so they're technically still professional boxers.
No, they're not.
Technically, yes. Technically, yes. But
professional boxers.
But yes. I get.
Tell me a real boxer they fought other than
That's not the point. That's not the point. They're still legally professional boxers.
Which is
No, they're not. Trust me.
They are.
Bro,
literally, Jake Paul was ranked. Jake Paul was ranked on a pro.
You're misunderstanding what he's saying.
I'm not gonna be real with you. What side did Jake Paul fight at?
Jake Paul
he's about 180.
Wait, Hefe. What side does Jake Paul play at?
Like 200, 210, something like that.
So he's heavyweight, right?
Light heavy, yeah.
Light heavy.
Cruiserweight.
If Jake Paul played at light heavyweight, he would probably be a top 15 boxer in light heavyweight.
That's not true. That's such a fucking ridiculous Wait, Hefe. Let me
clip this motherfucker for saying that.
Yeah,
he said that with chest.
Bro.
They would be the Tommy Morris of light heavyweight.
Bro, if Jake Paul and KSI didn't have $1 million, they would not be boxing pros. Let's keep it honest. If they didn't have the ability to push,
do I respect them as actual boxers?
I will go, Mike, because Jake Paul. Because Jake Paul, I know we talked about him, but he really does play the sport though. Like he really.
I
does.
don't care.
But Jake Paul can put in work. Bro, can you imagine being 5 years old and your father taking you outside and you doing drills since fucking 5? You having 500 to 300 fights in the fucking Olympics against motherfuckers who've been doing this shit since they was kids? Also, and then you think some motherfucker who picked this shit up as a fucking hobby is gonna walk in here and outwork you for your whole fucking life?
Thank you.
God damn, Mike.
Yeah, Earl, that was crazy.
You're not getting
Jake Paul would get murdered. He would get murdered. It's simple skills that Jake Paul lacks. Then he would get murdered again.
Very simple.
No one's disagreeing with that.
Listen, I don't disagree with what y'all are saying, but the point that was being made is it's easier to become a pro boxer than a pro NFL player. And
Riddell.
Because
you don't even have to have an amateur
career. No, Riddell, no.
To his point, do I respect them as boxers? No, but are they legally professional boxers? They still have to go through the whole process of everything. Still do they have, like, if you look
if
up
that's the argument, then that's fine.
Boxers.
Yeah, I don't have a problem.
But do I respect them as actual boxers? Hell no. But are they technically professional boxers? Yes.
By definition,
technically, either one. Fight for a belt, for a title right now. Either one of them.
Then semi-pro football players still got to get their hands and feet wrapped.
Bro, but Jake Paul wouldn't be given the path to become a pro boxer if he wasn't a YouTube star. Like, he was given basically
he wasn't given shit. He paid for himself.
Dude, exactly. He fought a bunch of non-boxers. He hasn't gone to a single tournament.
The only real boxer he went up against, he lost. He lost.
That is a requirement.
Only real boxer he went against, he lost. So he went back to that MMA shit.
fighting MMA players that never fucking boxed in a day in their fucking life.
But he
and
is
they got
fighting
dogs.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
But
Google
I feel
Google
like
how
we
to
all-
be a
we all
professional
agree with you.
boxer, and then you'll realize, oh wait, these guys are technically professional boxers.
Michael, if
Well, Lonnie,
hold on.
Lonnie, Brandon
let me-
is a professional boxer.
No,
Like,
I
he
understand
actually
that.
is sanctioned.
Yeah,
to
I'm
fight.
saying,
No,
I'm saying
Lonnie
like,
agrees
they're
with you.
technically
Lonnie agrees
like they have their.
What's your
license.
record, Brandon?
You said what?
Brandon's
What is your record?
In amateur, you talking about?
Yeah, what is your record?
45-2.
Whoa,
You beating Jake
that's
Paul? You beating Jake Paul?
crazy.
You said what?
Hold on. You beat it. Hey, turn your camera on.
He's
You
not.
beating
He's not
Jake
the same
Paul?
size. He's not the
Yeah.
same
Oh,
size.
man.
No, I'm 180 and I fight at 172.
And I still got my money on Brandon.
45 and
I would got
2?
my money on
Okay.
Brandon too.
If you guys were the same size, you beating Jake Paul?
Absolutely. But that's me. That's me.
That's a competitive nature.
That's me believing in my ability. That's
That's
me
a
believing in
competitive
my ability. As a boxer, you have to believe in yourself. You gotta go.
Okay,
I'm
Brandon.
him. I'm
Yeah.
fucking-
Yeah, but I still got my money on you, bro.
Brandon, question.
Hold on. To my initial point,
Don't fuck up
Michael,
my parlay,
do
Brandon.
you think
Fuck
if
up my
someone
parlay is hilarious.
who has no NFL experience, no football experience, never played football in their life, could have the same amount of money Jake Paul has and get in the NFL?
No.
That's the point, right? That's the point.
That's fair. I mean,
No, because Destroyer.
Please tell me who.
Because Destroyer.
He didn't get to the NFL. He couldn't make it.
No. The only reason he didn't get to the NFL because first of all, he was a top. He was a top college kicker, and the only reason he didn't get to the NFL because before NLL he was getting paid, and they said because he's getting paid, he can't play.
Hold on.
All right, now
I know that.
Don't do that.
Hold on. Listen. Early, I knew that, but the difference between destroying and what I'm talking about is destroying play football his life. I'm talking about someone who's an adult
who just started football at like 25 and they rich and just
Well, technically, Jake Paul.
That's like Jake. You know what that's equivalent? J. Cole getting a freaking Charlotte Hornets tryout when we know the niggas never played professional basketball until recently.
Well, Master P gotta try out for the Rockets.
Yeah, but he actually played in college.
Wait, but
Yeah,
Brandon,
he did.
He did. He was actually a really good player in college too. Fun fact: Cameron, C. Murder, them niggas is like top 30 in the country. Right now, fun fact: Silky Shocker son is 38 in 2025 or 26. So Darius Miller, he's 38, and Mercy Miller is 55 right now. Silky Shocker son and Master P son are top 50 in the nation right now in their class.
That's crazy.
All them niggas like 6'5" too. C Murder was 6'3", Master P 6'5", so the Shocker 6'4", 6'5". All them niggas tall. The Miller brothers tall as shit.
Oh yeah, Master P is really tall.
Yeah, tall as a bitch. But yeah, so that'll end our segment for the day, guys. This is a great episode, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. A lot of clip-ups I'm gonna be doing for this episode. Look, we appreciate you guys for coming on with us, man. We've had the entire crew on today, from Bama to Mike to Riddell, Brandon, Mo, when he finally showed up 30 minutes later. Hefe, and even Lonnie came at the end of the day. Shout out to Dev, too, who was here. Hey, man, we'll be his. Oh, okay. So we might not be here Saturday. Might be here Sunday, guys, because apparently people want to watch wrestling. But if enough people come, we'll be here Saturday. And, yeah, as always, man, when you want to get your football, you come to open field. And we out this month.